What is going on, everyone? This is episode 356 of Background Noise. Right now, we have Steve on the show. Hello, Steve.
No.
Oh, we have Colin on the show.
I am here.
Yeah, and I am here, as always.
I am here.
Oh. And Kyle will be joining us shortly. But I want to start off the show with talking about something that I'm excited about, is that it's been in talk for some time within the Mass Effect fan universe, but it is official that there will be a remaster of the original trilogy coming next year. I heard springtime is the most likely time for that to land. And there's also little other nugget of information that came along with this that really has gotten my attention, is that they also announced that they will be making a new game. They have literally no details released about the game, but they're going to be making a new game. And Steve and I were talking pre-podcast about things we would like to see this game be, and I just going to rattle off a few things before we get into any new ideas. We had mentioned one thing that like a lot of Mass Effect fans have heard about talking in the past is the Turian-Krogan conflict wars. That would be an interesting time period to be placed in, and yeah. And then Steve, what was the one you said?
I believe the Liara game.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
User joined your channel.
Hi, Kyle.
Oh wait.
Kyle's here. Yeah. So, also, the Liara game would be interesting.
Yeah.
So there's many ways to go with the Liara game, but spoiler alert: Liara becomes the Shadowbroker.
Yeah.
So you could do adventures with that. I mean, like her mother was Matriarch Venezia. You could have like any of that like play into it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kyle apparently does not like Matriarch Venezia, even though she was a bad
I don't like the
person.
matriarchy.
The what?
Down with the
Matriarchy?
The matriarchy? We're talking about Mass Effect, my man.
I know.
The Asari are all unisex.
I know.
Oh,
Wait, if they're unisex, then how can you have a matriarch?
I don't
There it
know.
is.
That is a good question.
I think they just refer to them as girls.
It's the matriarchy.
Never thought about that, but
Yeah, no.
also
Sometimes you don't. Whatever you do, you need to stop thinking.
I mean, it's probably just bad translation when you think about it, like in universe.
Yeah,
It's just as imaginary as ours. It's okay.
yeah, that's true. But an idea that I had would be, this one would be a lot harder to make. Would be that we
A baby pet great word shark.
that would be great. But I'm currently talking about Mass Effect because they released the information that 100% confirmed they're making the games remastered, and they dropped the information that a new Mass Effect game will be starting to be made. Right now, we're talking about possible plots for this new game. I think it would be cool to see a game where we see the lives of all of the squad mates that Commander Shepard gets throughout the original trilogy until they meet Commander Shepard. Because there's a lot of crewmates that have interesting backstories. Garrus
You want a
was...
prequel?
Yeah, I would love a prequel. I'll get to why, like, I think a sequel is harder to do. So before they get there, like, Garrus was a CSEC officer. Tali, just lived on the flotilla, did a bunch of stuff, worked with her dad. Like, then you get into characters like Thane, who was a professional assassin, right? You have... Like, some characters, like, maybe, like, Legion would be harder to do, because it's, like, I guess you would just... That would be a shorter story where he just becomes his own consciousness and then meets Shepard.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different characters that I think would have very interesting paths to there. Like, you could also see, like, even though they're not like my favorite characters like Miranda, had an interesting backstory before meeting Shepard. You could tie in how she got involved with Cerberus, all the stuff that happened with her sister. Even though I think Jacob Taylor is one of the most boring characters in the series, you can have his backstory too. There's a lot of characters, like James Vega, another character. You just see how they got with where they are. I think that would be cool. So the reason why it would be really hard to do a sequel of the original trilogy is because of all of the little, like, decisions that were made that would affect the new game. Because logistically, I think it would be really hard for them to make one game that follows any of the three endings. Because like they would have to make one game that satisfies all three, and or they choose one ending and say that this was the ending, and then possibly risk like alienating
that's
everyone
not
else
Mass
who
Effect Spirit.
No.
Like,
so
The only other thing I could think of is, this is also a jump the shark moment, is if they introduce time travel.
yeah, they could do that. That's why like Andromeda, like as much as it wasn't great, made sense.
yeah,
Like that was really how you had to do like, and Andromeda's not a sequel; it's like parallel, I would say, like because they're happening like right before the events of Mass Effect 3.
yeah,
So like that, unfortunately, was the way to do it, I think.
yeah.
And it just didn't go well. It felt very un-Mass Effect for a Mass Effect game. But I have some friends who've played it and liked the game.
Yeah.
There's just issues.
I also feel like that was down to the rating, though.
Yeah.
Like, even more so, like, they didn't, they put about as much work into the story as they did into the animations, and
Not
you saw
not
those
much. They were
animations.
really bad.
yeah.
Yeah, the story and the animations were not great.
Well, it is Ubisoft after all.
It's
No, it's
BioWare.
EA.
Bioware.
Yeah,
Bioware.
Yeah,
yeah,
BioWare.
yeah,
Right.
But like EA owns
yeah.
um
Don't blame BioWare for that.
Yeah, same shit,
That's
different
true.
day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's
fair.
like-
It's probably EA's fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of why like making a sequel would be hard, unless it was so detached from the original series in some element. It would have to be like. It's still so hard to do that because literally the three endings could not be more different.
Okay, hear me out. You play as someone from the other side. It makes no sense, and everybody hates it at the end.
I mean, right? Like you could could be a game.
Now
that
hear
probably
me
would
out,
suck,
all
but-
right?
yeah.
You play as fuck, who was the there was that one Reaper on board the Harbinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you play as him.
Harbinger.
Yeah, it plays Harbinger.
Yeah.
That's the whole game.
You just go through like you just wipe out like the first like parts of the first game. You're just wiping through like timelines and everything, and then you get to this one. And you're like, all right, who the fuck is Commander Shepard, and why are they giving me such a hard time?
Yeah. Like Shepard is the final boss.
Yeah. Would be interesting. I don't know. Like that was one thing about Mass Effect that I would like. I'm pumped to see a new game. That's why I kind of want a prequel because maybe I'm not in the majority here, but I think the game's like the trilogy left off where it's gonna leave off. Like that story's done.
Yeah.
Like, did it end the best way it possibly could? Probably not, but I still think the ending makes sense. I've gone through this synopsis of it many times. And again, I'll go through it again. So there are 3 endings for it. Earmuffs if someone doesn't want to know, for whatever reason. There is Control, Synthesis, and Destroy. So the reason why it would be really, really hard to make a sequel that's faithful to all 3 somehow is because in the Destroy option, all tech is wiped out, basically. Anything that is, like, synthetic is gone. Reaper's gone. Geth gone. Anything that, like, runs off of, like, that kind of system is gone. So, realistically, like, to rebuild, it would take a very long time to, like, get back up to that level of technology in the universe.
Well,
Um,
you said Reaper's gone, Geth gone. Is it only artificial intelligences that get destroyed?
yeah, maybe it's only AI, I think, actually.
Because, like, if it's only AI, that's actually not a problem for the Mass Effect universe.
Yeah, no, you
Because
do have a point.
most of the AI is very limited.
That's true. Well, I mean, yeah. Also, though,
Yeah.
like, for sudden implications, Edie's gone.
Yeah.
Shepard, theoretically, could be gone, but there's gray area where he's not. Synthesis ending. Everything in the universe is now half organic and half synthetic. Actually, yeah, so just to remember, I just remembered, all synthetic life is wiped out in Destroy. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't be like just like a TV would be wiped out.
Yeah.
And synthesis, yeah, they're all combined. And that's basically the only way. I call that the Joker Edie ending.
Yeah.
Because that's the one way that they can actually like really be together. Is because they both. It isn't now an organic and a synthetic. They're both now hybrids of both. Obviously, in Control, you control everything. There's this space shepherd, like, in a weird, like, form that controls the Reapers and everything like that. Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
basically becomes a star baby, like from 2001.
Sure.
Interesting.
Look, all they have to do is make a sequel where they have at the very beginning it either game files or just select which one you picked.
I mean, my thought was, again,
Go from there.
3 different games, one for each ending.
One
See-
game, 3, and 3 different paths.
I mean, that'd be the best.
That would be the
option,
best. I
but
just
they'd never
don't.
pay for it. They would never pay for that.
So like they're not gonna do 3 games like that follow
Yeah.
each path. But like to me, Kyle, though, there is so much in the universe that would be different in each ending. That like it'd be really hard to make a game that satisfies all 3.
Yeah.
Nah, you underestimate how much they can piss everybody off.
Oh,
Incredibly
well,
lazy with writing.
okay, so yeah, they could. Okay, they can't make a good game that is loyal.
Chose the one where you're in control. There are also no robots for some reason. Just ignore that, though. They're not going to talk about it.
I don't like this.
Hope you don't notice, because it's part of the other storyline that we also have.
I don't like it.
Uh,
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
I don't like your pessimism here. This is my baby.
Well, I mean, I did play another game after the first one, so I have to be pessimistic, right?
Yeah, this is like one of the things I'll never agree with you on. The game, like, Mass Effect 1 isn't a bad game. It's a good game. But I guess you just, like, Kyle plays games for, like, a different reason than, say, I would.
Yeah, I played it to use a sniper rifle that was overpowered as fuck, and that's all I wanted to use.
Yeah, so that's not the point of the Mass Effect series.
It was
right?
for me.
But, like, what I'm getting at is that it's a story-based
I'm around and blow everybody
games.
up with my fucking explosive round sniper rifle.
And did
And
they announce a release date for this
No,
this next game
no.
in the series?
definitely not. They have not released any information other than that it is in early development.
Because here's my thinking. I honestly think they're gonna wait and see what's because the next game in that kind of space RPG genre that's gonna come out is most likely going to be Bethesda Starfield, and I honestly think they're gonna wait for that and then tweak the game to all hell if either it works or if it doesn't.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think this game would be out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not out for like 5 years. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Because that's
Yeah.
like I'm just thinking that's the only title I can think of that would be comparable in genre and scale. At least personally, that I've
that
heard
makes
of.
sense. Yeah.
I'd be willing to bet they're going to see what they're going to kind of use that as their bait, see what they can catch.
Yeah, no, that's a very fair point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, like, I don't think they can really make, like, a good sequel game to it. Again, though, like, in order to make a good sequel, I think they would have to be very far detached, I should say, from the original trilogy. Like, I don't know, it's very hard. Like, you would have to be, like, say, like, it's 1,000 years in the future, you know?
Yeah.
And also, another issue that I find is that I'm sure they could come up with something, but they have to somehow scale up, right? Like, it would be hard to, like, make a sequel and the stakes aren't risen at all.
Yeah.
I think it'd be hard to make a prequel and not raise the stakes, though, because because of the failure of Andromeda, whatever game they make next, if it's even slightly better than Andromeda, is going to be seen as the real successor to Mass Effect 3, right?
Yeah, but, like, a prequel within the Mass Effect universe, at the very least, the stakes couldn't be raised past the Reapers, because the Reapers would still very much exist.
They would, but wouldn't it still feel kind of weird? At least, and again, this is me never played one. I'm not pretending I have any particular insight, but generally, most games, even if they're a sequel, a prequel, or something completely different, if they're part of a series, they raise the stakes in some way from the other game in the series.
I mean, like, I like 100% understand what you're saying, but I feel like a Mass Effect prequel would be very hard to raise, like, certain stakes. Like, the only stakes that you could throw in there is, like, if these events don't happen the correct way, Commander Shepard will never exist. You know, like, or something, and the universe is doomed. If you cannot, like, like, maybe you are a, I don't know, you're, like, say you're another race, and you get dropped into the...
I'm not saying you don't have to raise the scale. There's a difference between raising the scale of the threat and the stakes of the threat. Like,
Colin, the stakes can't go up.
Yeah.
Yes, but the threat becomes less universal scale and more personal to the character, and therefore has the same sense of urgency, if not the same sense of scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So sort of the idea that I was pitching is that maybe, like, you play as another race in the Turian-Krogan conflict.
Yeah.
And you are the one tasked with trying to bring both sides to peace and end the conflict. And then that way, it's like, if you are unsuccessful in doing this, the events in the other games can never happen.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is fair, yeah.
Trying to think of how else you could do that.
Yeah, because in one thing, like, the stakes, unfortunately, like, yeah, I understand, like, shrinking, like, the scale down to, like, a very personal level, but just, as a frame of reference, the stakes in this universe, like, can't go higher than they already were.
No, I get that they can't.
No one noticed you were talking about the series Supernatural? When were you talking about Supernatural?
Supernatural? What the fuck?
Huh. Kyle's muted in TeamSpeak, so I don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
I said they can't raise the stakes any higher because they already fought God in the darkness.
Oh, that you were
Yeah.
100% muted for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I forgot
you were talking about the sniper. What is there? Are there explosive round sniper rifles in Supernatural that I didn't know
I forgot I was
about?
muted in TeamSpeak and not just my, like, normal headset.
Do you think we
totally
did you think we just ignored you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought y'all just, like, didn't understand. So I was like, okay.
To be fair, I'm not sure if I would have got the reference.
Because I said you can't raise stakes any higher because they already fought God in the darkness, and what are they gonna do? Go back to the Leviathans again and, like, fucking that's season 5 trash? And
if you had said all that, I'd be like, this is not Mass Effect. Zelrin is saying, But I'm Kyle. Classic.
Classic.
Yeah, it's funny.
$20 worth of chicken
Ooh, from where?
and wedge fries.
Oh, is this
That's Chick-fil-A.
No, it's the grocery store. They had ready to go, like fresh stuff, and I just ordered that with my groceries.
nice?
I am dead.
Oh.
Before I like nap. And,
Sleepy
yeah.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah. And just to put like a nice little bow on the Mass Effect stuff, I obviously I'm gonna think more about like an idea for the game. Obviously, I'm not in control, right? So I have nothing. I can say whatever I want, and nothing matters. But, yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm very excited to see where this goes. It is cool. First of all, first task ahead is the remastered trilogy. I am just hyped to see the games in better quality. Because like some aspects are a little bit buggy. But again, Mass Effect 3 came out in 2012. Right? So like playing that game in 2020, you can tell that it's not a game that came out in 2020. You know, so it's just like and Zell said they had their ice cream before their coffee. Why don't you have your ice cream with your coffee?
Okay, so here's the big move. Have you ever used ice cream as coffee creamer?
Steve, do you want me to die early? Because it sounds like what you're encouraging.
You know, it sounds delicious.
It sounds delicious. It also sounds like dying at 45.
Okay, hear me out. It adds a sweetener.
Zell said coffee float, and yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something great. Ice cream is so versatile.
Yeah.
So, I do want to take this. I think, because Kyle is here, and this is very important, that I brought a tier list, Kyle.
Oh boy.
And this is a tier list, not a bracket fight. And because Kyle and I have shared our passion for fruit in the past.
Oh no.
So this is
fruit.
a fruit tier list.
I don't like a lot of fruit, Tony.
Yeah. But like the ones
Wait, tell me what they all are. I don't know what they are without color, Tony.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah, but I don't do fruit normally.
Wait, Tony, you have ads?
What do you mean?
Not if you're sub.
I just opened up.
doofus.
I thought it was where the hell is my Prime sub? God damn it!
I was gonna say, subs don't get ads. X fucking D.
Oh.
The first thing is avocado, right?
Yeah, the first one's avocado. I didn't. So, Smooth Brain wasn't. Like, I wouldn't have been sure that avocados were fruit.
I was about to say, is tomato in here? Is this
No. So the first one is avocado. Are you guys avocado people?
No.
Here. All the way in the bottom. It's gross and guac sucks.
Here's the thing. I am going to judge these fruit based on the juices they make because I don't really like to eat fruit.
Do you like avocado juice?
I do not like avocado juice.
Zell brings up a good point. Hydra only knows fruit by shape. Kai only knows the fruit by the color of the fake juice.
Correct.
Well, then, Kyle, I must inform you that raspberries are not in fact.
My fridge right now.
Okay. So avocado is D tier, what I'm hearing?
Yeah, it's garbage.
Avocado's
No.
on the list.
Wait, what's up?
Delete it. It's not a fruit. It's a thing.
The fruit. Look at it. It's got a big seed.
It is unfortunately a fruit.
Then I demand tomato be added to the list.
I didn't create this list.
I demand cucumber be added to the list.
I didn't create this list.
Okay, I know.
Look, guys. The next one is apples. Apples are delicious.
Oh, I was looking at bananas. I was like, what the f?
Apples are great.
So it's a
Apples are
banana.
like S tier.
Apples are S tier.
Apples are S tier.
Apple juice, apple cider, hard cider.
All right. I will not accept bananas anywhere but D tier. They are the worst. They smell the worst. They are the worst thing ever.
Steven.
Okay,
I generally like bananas.
Steve, I hear your complaint, but allow me to counter. Banana bread.
No. Worst fruit.
No,
I believe
definitely
bananas
not.
are B tier. B for
I
banana.
can't be in the same room as a banana. Like
Why?
being an open banana.
What?
Like
Banana for scale.
Bananas are average.
I
They're
just
B.
fucking can't. I hate those
They're totally
things.
B.
They're so fucking weird.
I really like bananas.
B for
I want
banana.
A tier for a banana.
B.
C.
I'm down
D.
for B.
Zell says
F.
bananas are the most radioactive fruit, A tier minimum.
Make an F tier and put them in it.
D.
Avocado needs to be lower still. But A or B, I think.
I think A, because I think they're amazing. They're like one of my probably my top
Okay, well we
three
have one
fruits.
A, one -6, and 2 Bs. So how about B?
Well, Kyle's A or B.
Yeah.
Oh, fine, I'll put it in B. But
Banana.
I'm pretty sure this is a blackberry.
What's the thing on the right then?
All the way right?
Yeah.
Pomegranate,
Yeah,
maybe?
go for it. It's pomegranate.
Tony, this is gonna be awkward. Can you turn color back on for 10 seconds? Just because I can't tell if that's blackberry or raspberry.
It's a
No,
blackberry.
raspberry's underneath it.
Yeah, raspberry is this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there like hover text?
No. No, I
I'm
mean, like,
not
I
trying to be
know.
rude here. I just legitimately cannot
No,
tell.
like,
That's-
this is a
I'm pretty
blackberry.
sure
It's darker.
Animals tell by the color.
Yeah.
I'll take your word. You know,
Yeah,
even
makes
if it's
sense,
not, we'll
makes
just call it
sense.
that.
Yeah.
So I like blackberries. The only kind of pie I will ever eat is blackberry pie.
I honestly don't think I've ever had one. So
Blackberries
very
are
good.
right.
Surprisingly not bad. So I was terrified of them forever, and then Greg told me to just fucking eat it, pussy. You'll like it, and I did, and he was right.
Blackberries are good. I'd argue
Okay.
S tier, but if you guys don't like them that much, yeah, I'd settle for A tier. But I really like blackberry juice. It's really good.
Steve, yeah, I was gonna say, Steve, do you like fruit punch? Like the flavor of like fruit punch normally?
not really.
Oh,
Wait,
okay, 'cause
wait,
it's kind of like
wait.
that.
What fruit punch are you thinking of?
Generic.
No.
Red.
Are you thinking
Like
of bright
Hawaiian
red
punch or
like
something, I
natural
assume?
fruit punch?
I don't know. It tastes like fruit punch to me.
No, I know what the flavors he's talking about. I don't like that flavor.
At
all.
blackberry, I've never been like super overwhelmed by, so I'm kind of going like B tier for it.
I
I'm
really.
fine with that. It's just better than I thought. I was.
I'm voting
terrified
A.
of it.
I really like it.
I would never choose it if it wasn't already part of my strawberries and keep.
All right, so Kyle, where would you put it?
B.
B. Okay, 2 B's, 1 A. Steve.
I don't get a vote here. I haven't
Okay,
had it.
then I
Yeah.
think that blackberry slots in with B, like the other B banana.
Yeah.
Next is another B, blueberry. I'm not saying it's necessarily B tier. I'm just saying it starts with the letter B.
It's A tier.
Blueberries are definitely A tier, if not S tier.
This is the only pie that Kyle will eat.
Blueberries are S tier.
Blueberries are
I
I'm
don't-
okay with that too.
I think it's probably A tier. I'm not sure if I want to award them the S tier.
Here's the thing, though. I think they're the
moniker.
most versatile baking fruit because you got blueberry pie, blueberry
Apples,
muffin,
I would
blueberry
almost
bread.
argue.
Yeah.
Probably apples are.
I don't know,
Mm.
man. I like blueberries. And a lot of
No,
baked
I'm not saying that. Like, so you guys said the most versatile cooking fruit.
I
I would
Yeah.
probably argue
Yeah.
that apples are more
Apples
versatile.
is-
When
My
it comes
dad
to
eats
cooking.
blueberries in his cereal. He just drops them in with like.
I've seen people do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know people do that too. But I'm just saying that like,
Not the same.
yeah, the criteria that was laid out was most versatile
Okay.
cooking. I think it's a
So-
solid A tier fruit.
I think it's an S tier. It's good.
One thing I will say is blueberries are the only freshly picked, wild grown fruit I've had.
Oh,
And they were fucking like the best thing I've ever eaten.
I had
off
fresh
the
apples,
bush.
fresh oranges, fresh. What the fuck?
No. I mean,
Fresh
like
strawberries,
off of
fresh blueberries. Literally picked them myself. Yeah.
no, Kyle. I'm talking about like off of not on like an orchard or anything, like on a bush in the middle of like a lake.
Oh, blueberries
And
and
an
strawberries
island.
and raspberries for me then.
Yeah, like
Kyle, where would you put blueberries?
I'm down for A.
Okay, then it looks like it's going to slot into A. Above, but so next one, I believe this is cantaloupe.
I hate that shit. It's gross.
Is there an S tier? Or, I'm sorry, Z tier. Z tier. Z.
I would say there is an S tier,
Bad,
but I don't think I
bad,
would agree.
bad.
Absolutely disagree with your
I
answer.
had-
Yeah.
Look, letters are hard, but anyway.
Yeah.
B. It's the shit melon that no one wants ever.
It's literally
It is
It's
It is the
literally,
worst of the melons, isn't
melon.
it?
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, hey, fruit salad. Oh, it's a cantaloupe.
Yeah, because you'll see watermelon. Like sometimes, like say it's watermelon, maybe like
Yeah.
pineapple, cantaloupe, all mixed together.
Yeah, and like regular melon. Like
Regular melon, yeah, of course.
I say the green shit, but you don't know what that means. But yeah, the
fair.
other melon.
Yeah.
Cucumbers are technically a melon.
So we're slotting this in D tier. Is this worse or better than avocado though?
Better.
Better than avocado.
Better. I don't like avocado.
Okay.
Avocado is little Millie's favorite thing.
Okay, cherries.
So, fun fact: I've never actually had raw cherry. I've only ever had cherry flavored shit.
I don't
You
care
know?
for any of it.
I think I'm the same way. I think I haven't actually had a cherry.
Really?
That being
Now
said,
that I
I
think
have
about
for
it.
over
that
time.
being said,
At least in
I
a
enjoy,
really long time.
that being said, I enjoy fake cherries.
And they have giant pits.
Yeah, the giant.
expect it.
I don't. Yeah, I. Things with giant pits in them do scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you gonna choke?
Yeah.
For cherry.
I think that like cherry is like a B or C tier. Like as actual fruit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
can
don't
see that.
I think it's. I think it's B because like
I'd
I think
say-
it's
I'd say B.
it's
That's
average. It's like to me it lives in the world of like the average fruit.
I'm thinking of that Family Guy joke. They're food.
It's true.
They're not great, but they are food.
See, I wonder how you guys
Grapes
rate
are S
these
tier.
compared to me. Okay, I was gonna say grapes are S tier.
Yeah.
The grapes are probably the only thing like with apples that like.
I'll be honest. I'm going B tier.
Ugh.
I do not stand grapes. I do not.
Why?
Grapes are pretty good.
You're very confusing.
Fine.
What?
Colin
I
is.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, and Steve will tell you about this. I nearly destroyed many friendships over my food habits. In that I do not eat the way other people eat.
Okay.
Mm.
So Colin may not be the best food tier list.
Colin also doesn't try things that he will like.
I don't either. My body rejects them.
I'm very stubborn.
You wanna talk about that time I tried to take you to a noodle place and then you wouldn't try it, and then it was one of the only places you wanted to go back to?
Okay, but we're not going to talk about that because that's embarrassing to me. But anyway.
I still think grapes are S tier. I think grapes
Yep.
are fucking amazing.
I agree.
God damn it, now I want pho. Damn you, Steve.
Grapes,
Those
grapes
sucks.
are solid A.
Oh, sucks. Is that stupid Chinese thing that tastes like soap in it?
What?
What pho?
The thing-
Pho?
Oh, yeah.
Pho.
Could
Sorry.
I get an
I
mean, I'm gonna say
exclamation
it, but I don't
point,
give a shit, whatever.
Kyle?
I wonder if like because like oh okay, so mine wasn't like normal because it was like gluten free, but I liked it.
Well, no, that is normal. That's normal. It's rice noodles.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
rice
the
noodles
place
suck.
the place I went to, I think offered normal noodles.
Yeah,
Because
same.
Okay.
I went with Mark and his former girlfriend, and they had
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, no, it's Vietnamese rice noodles. So
Del,
like,
I'm not wrong.
I mean,
So the exclamation point, Kyle, does not prove
I mean-
or disprove anything you say. It's just there
Yeah.
because you said it.
it was more for him calling it a.
For
No.
not saying V. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this thing that like literally goes.
Zell immediately says yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a spice, not a spice. There's a thing that they put in Asian food that they put in all of it.
Is
And
it called
most people-
MSG?
I don't remember what the fuck it is. It's some kind of like vegetable thing or like
cilantro?
no. I know that's one that I said soap because it reminds me of cilantro, but it's not actually
Green
soap. It's just a
onions?
weird flavor that I don't like.
Shallots,
And Greg said
green
that
onions,
most people actually don't care or don't notice it, and I was just like, I hate this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Trying
don't know.
to think,
It's something like some
'Cause I
vegetable.
know, I know what you're talking about. I
I know cilantro. I don't mean cilantro.
no, I know what you're talking about. I can't articulate what it is, but I know what you mean.
But
Like,
what you know what I do know.
What do
Grapes
you
are
know?
S tier.
I think
No.
Grapes are like A. They're
Grapes
like
are
A.
B.
They're pretty good, but they're not
Are you
like
saying
apples.
D, Colin?
I said B.
B. Okay.
I don't know.
Yes,
I
they're
just,
grapes because they make wine
That's true.
and they're
I
delicious
mean-
on their own.
here's-
and, like-
but potatoes make vodka, so
Ice wine. Oh, potatoes are the best vegetable. It better be in here, by the way.
These
oh,
are
it's a
the
vegetable.
fruit.
These
This
are
is fruits. Yeah.
If it was in here, I feel like someone would be upset.
Pizza is legally a vegetable and should be included
All
in the
right.
list.
So
as the best vegetable.
as much as I would like grapes to be in S tier, I think this means they're high A tier.
The way it averages out, I think so as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
This is grapefruit.
I hate grapefruit.
Grapefruit is literally the saddest fruit.
If you have to dump a bunch of sugar on it, it's hardly a good fruit.
I also think that. Okay, here's one of the things that we don't talk about. There's already another fruit named grape.
Correct.
So why is grapefruit? Because grapefruit should just be grapes. Because
Grape already exists, and grape is already a fruit. Exactly.
Yeah.
Also,
Now you're thinking with portals.
Also, if anybody has watched Jim Gavin, it's the worst fruit because when you're in the cancer doctor's office, the oncologist's office, and he starts the sentence by saying, "The tumor's the size of a grape," you're really happy. And then he says, fruit, and you're sad.
I think it's like B. It's
I think it's completely average, if not below
Yeah.
I'm
average.
down for a C.
like
This
I
might
think
be
it's
this
worse
might
than
be C
average.
territory.
I'd go with D, man. Like,
I think it's solid C territory because I don't think
yeah.
like if you had given me the option between cantaloupe,
Yeah.
avocado, and grapefruit, I would immediately lock in grapefruit.
Can pineapples go in D? By the way,
We'll get to pineapples when we get to
wrong.
We'll get there.
Anyway,
I don't even know what that next one is.
The mango?
yeah, I think that's mango.
Yeah.
So these all have been in alphabetical order so far, so it could be mango.
Here's the thing: I hate mango more than most other
LMNO.
fruit.
Yep.
You know,
It's like always in anything tropical flavored, and I hate it.
I also hate mango.
I think mango's like I actually don't think I've had a straight up mango, but mango flavored stuff is actually not bad.
It's real hit and miss for me.
Okay, like there was.
Yeah, it's a no. For
We
me,
had
dog.
some friends at college who really liked mango flavor, and it just was not. It was
I
not my
have
thing.
tried a mango and it's not good.
Like it's not so like I'm not saying like it's like an S. I think maybe like C.
I'm down for a C.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yet again, I
it's
don't think it's
C.
as bad as cantaloupe or avocado.
Yeah, I go with C.
No, okay, yeah, that's fair.
That's like the benchmark, right?
Yeah.
So, I'll put it above grapefruit because I probably would.
Those
I
are
go for
oranges,
mango over
correct?
grapefruit as well.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
it's
orange.
orange.
Orange is like A tier, I think.
It's like A to S. I think it's up there with apples. I think.
I vote A personally.
I don't think it's quite S.
I'm down for an A.
Yeah, I think A is very fair
Yeah.
for an orange. Orange again, like there's like to me like it's arguable between apple juice and orange juice. They're the most classic type of juice.
Yeah.
Like so.
I hate apple juice.
Also, orange is more like the. Yeah, I like
think-
the flavor a bit more than apple. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of the time, just for me. I don't know.
But you know what has the best juice?
Peach.
What?
Shitty fake peach juice. Let's go.
What the?
I don't like
What
straight
the
peach
fuck?
juice, but my favorite flavor of iced tea will always be.
Oh my
peach
god.
iced tea.
Okay, Steve, have you ever had this stuff?
I've never had peach juice.
Oh, peach juice is good.
Yeah,
It's fucking fantastic.
I've had peach flavored things, and they're kind of weird. I feel like.
I like peach iced tea. I think it's good personally.
Yeah.
That's about it. But
All right. Where are we putting it? So we can get to why pineapple is the worst fruit.
Peach?
Peach.
Does that open for people?
We'll find out.
I don't know why it says orange on it. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this one.
Yeah, it says orange, Kyle.
Yeah, you know what? Because the color is the same.
I've never had that.
Yeah, toxic.
I've never had any of that.
No, so the peach ones I've had, I think, are, yeah, I'll find them at another time, but yeah. So,
I meant to put. Fuck. I didn't.
all right,
That
so we're at okay. I'll look back again. Yeah, definitely haven't had this brand, but
Love that shit. It's
Cool.
sugar and water.
yeah. So peach, I think, is a solid A to B to me.
wait, are we quoting Dave Chappelle now? Sugar, water, purple.
Yeah, me. I think
Oh, the
my
monster.
my grade for peach is
That's pretty
probably B.
Okay, I'll take it. It's better than grapefruit, right?
It's better than
So-
grapefruit and
yeah.
cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Better
say,
than bananas, cherries, and fucking
I
blackberries.
prefer
Also-
to be honest, Kyle. I do prefer bananas over it. I
I'll
don't
be honest,
prefer
really?
also here,
Yeah, I
feel
actually
like-
really like banana.
I feel like we deserve to give Georgia a win here, for unspecified reasons.
I hate JoJo.
Put it in.
Not today, you don't.
So
anime.
I'm very curious to see why Steve
Why's it
hates
talking about
pineapples so
Pineapple
much.
is amazing.
Okay,
Sucks,
okay.
dude.
We need to talk about extraction pain to fucking good ratio. You know what I mean?
So don't buy. So you
Just
buy
buy
the
it,
pineapple
juice.
someone else chopped.
No.
You pay
Well,
the
then stop
peasants to
bitching
slice
about
it
it.
for you. That's the way that it works.
Don't they
Uh-huh.
have like actual like tools that like you can just easily
Also-
slice pineapple with?
I,
it's like a melon
I
slicer.
just have to
Yeah.
make a point. People put that shit on pizza, and that's a crime.
Okay.
It is a
well,
crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a total crime. But here's the thing: we're not judging pineapple on pizza. We're judging pineapple as itself.
Pineapple's delicious.
Because
Dude.
because Steve, imagine if you put most of the other shit on here on pizza. Imagine you put orange slices on pizza, or grapes.
Yeah, but it's common for people to put pineapple on it.
But yeah, that's the issue, right?
So
Also-
Zell says pineapple is delicious as fruit. Fruit doesn't belong on pizza.
Also, I think pineapple's pretty gangster. It's the only fruit that attempts to digest you back, which I think is cool.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's cool.
That's
It
pretty
also
cool.
supposedly makes body fluids taste good.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a gap
I
in the
was waiting for
conversation
that,
to mention
I'm just-
I
that.
had to do it.
Can I
Um,
say, Tony, you need to add an exclamation point bonk into your thing.
exclamation point bonk. What would bonk do?
I don't know, just. Oh, goddamn, Sovereign.
Oh, that's what it does.
Yeah, that's about right. That's actually.
Pog.
No, just want an anime girl with a hammer.
Oh my goodness.
I only like the juice of this thing though. I don't actually care to eat
I
it.
actually like normal pineapple a lot.
I will actually. So I really don't like raw fruit. Pineapple is one of the few things I will eat raw.
I
So.
love raw peaches. Like people are weird.
Okay,
Just
so Zell just hit you up with like 5 emotes with anime girls with hammers.
Okay.
And they all say bonk.
How'd you find those so fast? But I also don't
The
want to know.
VTuber.
So.
Dude, don't
Yeah.
there are questions you don't want the answer. No,
Yeah.
it's so to me. I generally to me pineapple is an S tier. That is where I'm going with
Oh.
pineapple.
I think A. It's a pretty good A.
I actually like when I was younger, did not like pineapple, but in recent years, I actually love pineapple now. And also, a certain thing that Kyle mentioned before might be another great reason for it to be
Yeah,
S tier.
but like most citrus would do that. You don't necessarily need to be pineapple, but not S. I don't even think it's better than like bananas.
I like bananas a lot. I think it's better than bananas.
Let's try to see my
I think
peaches,
it's a
so-
comfortable A. I think
I think it's
comfortable in A.
about as bad as bananas, so we could put it in F tier with bananas.
How about low A?
Okay, we're gonna put it in A too.
Mm,
F tier with bananas. Bananas in B tier, Steve?
no, it's not.
Yeah,
not
it's-
in my head, it's not.
Okay.
Now the next fruit
That's a
I enjoy
pomegranate.
because of its Greek symbolism, and its juice is surprisingly tasty. But eating it raw is one of the hardest things you can do in life.
Honestly, the seeds spooked me out on that one a little
Yep.
bit.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it should be food.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I kind of
It's
want to
hard
put
to
in like
eat.
C, off of
C, I
just the
think
premise.
I will defend it a little bit though, because pomegranate.
No,
juice-
pomegranate juice is actually good. It's very, very good,
I'd
actually.
have for C.
Also, if you've ever seen John Oliver's YouTube video about the people that made pomegranate juice telling him to shove it up his ass, I think that gets it to C tier.
Oh. Whoa.
Moving on. Raspberry.
Raspberry.
I love raspberries.
I like the next two things more.
You know, even like the artificial flavor for raspberry is
so
pretty good. So
I will
like-
be honest. So I know, like, it would just confuse the shit out of me. Blue raspberry is my favorite artificial flavor of anything.
Raspberries are
I'd
red.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Raspberries are red.
It's literally fun
Kyle,
fact,
I don't know why it's called blue raspberry. I'm the last
know.
person that
It's
would
'cause it's
ever
blue.
know.
It's because it's blue.
But I don't get why they would make blue raspberry.
I don't know why they make raspberry blue either.
Yeah, I don't
but
get it.
it's-
I will say this:
red.
of the many vaping douchebags you will find on the Rutgers campus, the ones that vape blue raspberry are the only ones I can stand to walk behind.
It's like
serious.
it's just kind of like, all right, that's a good
No, I'm
one.
serious. Like the clouds of flavor were either blue raspberry, which I could stand, or cotton candy that made me want to throw up. It wasn't like it was supposed to be cotton candy smelling, but it really smelled like death.
It's like a Jolly Rancher one that's fucking tight.
Yeah, so blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers.
I'd say A
Best-
tier, maybe even
best
S tier
Jolly
for
Rancher.
raspberries.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Not
We'll,
for A.
we'll put an A tier. Like,
I'm fine with A. We'll slap these in A tier.
Now it's time for a strawberry, which, fun fact, is not actually a berry. Because whoever classifies fruits and vegetables apparently gets high. A lot.
It was done like literally 100 years ago.
Yeah,
see,
they were
again,
high.
going
a
off
lot.
my standard on pineapple, strawberries are pretty good because they have low pain to, like, pretty good. They're pretty good, and they have like a good ease of eating. You know what I mean? Like,
Also,
I don't
you
like
can
this.
dip that in chocolate and it's fucking amazing.
Okay,
yeah.
but you could say that about a good third of everything on this list.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of
strawberries are-
things on this list that would be very odd to me if you dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
The only things that, like, to me, I would
I
dip
never
in
dipped strawberries in
chocolate.
chocolate. I thought that was sexual.
No.
It is.
You can just have them though.
I don't think you can.
Well, no,
I
no,
have, so
it's like a Valentine's
Did you have
Day
sex
thing.
afterwards, Tony? Or
no,
before? Are you sure?
probably maybe. But no. So I was gonna say is that I've seen blueberries covered in chocolate before. I've seen chocolate covered bananas as a staple. And then strawberries covered in chocolate. I haven't seen anything else on this
I've
list.
seen
in
cherries
chocolate.
covered in chocolate.
So bananas
Yep.
are
Oh,
still
chocolate
a
covered
crime,
cherries. You're right. Yeah.
But
No, chocolate banana is delicious. Like,
no,
I
bananas
love-
are they're just a crime.
See, like, yeah, Steve, you have your opinion on it, but
Yeah.
Chocolate covered peaches? I'm joking.
I mean, it's fact. It's not an opinion, but
it's an opinion.
Some opinions are wrong.
The
nah.
facts are opinions, and opinions are just.
Strawberry,
like
I
some
think
people have the
strawberries
opinion that there's
is a
nothing wrong with
very
furries,
good
and that's just
fruit
wrong.
as well.
I think it's A tier.
A tier, yeah. Not quite S, but A. I think with the others that live in A tier here.
You know what else is S tier, though? Watermelon, motherfucker, let's go.
Okay, here's my major contrarian stance. I hate watermelon.
What? Watermelon's great.
Watermelon
Watermelon's
is terrible.
fantastic.
Watermelon bad.
Both raw and artificial.
It's bad.
Artificial is delicious. Watermelon
Artificial
is good.
is
Artificial
Watermelon, like normal watermelon, you know,
I'll eat the fuck out of it.
tastes
Raw
like water.
watermelon.
Artificial watermelon, besides like the taste of my own blood, is like my least favorite taste.
what?
What? Okay, one, my blood is delicious. So
Yeah,
what
my-
the hell are
my
you
blood-
eating?
I would
Oh,
almost.
delicious too.
So like, this is gonna be the weirdest sounding statement ever. But if you told me I had to taste anyone's blood in the entire world, it probably would be Kyle's.
Mostly sugar.
It's why like it probably
I
would
need
be
you guys to
sweet.
be real with me right now. Are you all vampires and I just didn't notice because we're all nerds that stay inside anyway?
Oh, shit.
No.
No.
It just is good.
Because I'm gonna say, Steve, that would explain quite a bit about you.
Hmm. Blood tastes pretty good though. Like
It really does.
Okay, we're gonna rename this background noise episode to Colin. The gang discovers half of us are vampires. But anyway,
I think that's
Oh,
3/4.
yeah, so Zell's probably very right. Except, well, okay, so Zell said, not gonna lie, I'm offended. My blood is
Oh.
probably tastier than Kyle's. Fair. But,
No,
so,
But mine's
Zell,
saturated fat in it.
Zell, you
You
gotta
got
keep in mind
control over
that
your
he probably
diabetes.
also has the thing that should not be named. And he just won't go to the doctor about it, which means he doesn't have it, but he might have it.
I mean he's American, so there's like.
He's not American.
he is an American.
Well, I'm the best American according to one of the podcasts.
Oh, no,
But-
I had a Best American competition between Kyle, it would have been Chris, Jacob, and Hank, and Kyle won.
Wasn't Chance in it too?
I don't think Chance was.
Oh, okay.
Chance is an American. Chance is a chance. All right.
Yeah.
Chance is his own beast.
Either way, I won.
Yeah,
Wait,
Kyle won.
America.
Shit! I said his name 3 times. Prepare for chance fall.
No, he said he's not going to be around tonight.
Okay.
But
I'm just saying Beetlejuice laws are
that's true.
apply. here.
Yeah, so watermelon, guys. I think watermelon I think it's a solid A. I think it belongs in the A group we've got going on. It's another, I would eat any of the fruit in A right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Like if I could have it right now, I'd be like, yum, let's get it.
I'd say majority.
It
Yeah, but I
depends
say that
if it
every
would.
day about watermelon.
Depends if it was in season.
I will
or
say
not.
this though:
okay.
of all the categories, C and D are the most satisfying fruits to throw at people.
Apples, I feel like, would be very...
No.
Like
Imagine
a
if you
whole...
threw, like a rotten
Throwing a
pomegranate
whole
at
ass
Donald
watermelon
Trump.
at someone? Come on, that sounds satisfying.
No, you don't want to throw a watermelon. You want to launch a watermelon. That requires an apple.
I would love to throw a watermelon at someone.
No,
You know
because
what?
it doesn't go that far.
Why is
You want-
pumpkin not on the
Okay,
list?
hold on.
I don't know.
You're thinking only two-dimensionally here. Think in the third dimension there, Colin. Throw it at somebody from a building on high, and then it lands on them and just fucking destroys them.
Yeah. That guy's
I didn't say where I was throwing it from, Colin.
You're not wrong.
Um,
but you know what I'm picturing? You know, I'm picturing
yeah.
like you throwing it at like you're in the crowd throwing it at somebody.
Shot
But,
that motherfucker
and
or
Zell
something.
said, yeah, but although both would be inhumanly sweet, mine is probably slightly sweeter and certainly more pure. You know what, Zell? I
What do you
take
mean
that.
more pure?
I take I
Both
take it.
sides
You know
are
what?
pure.
I'm
It
just
sounds
gonna
like
go
a good
ahead
thing to
and,
take back. You and Kyle are 1 and 2 in my I would taste their blood first.
Nice.
And Kyle, I will give it to Zell a little bit because Zell's it probably is a bit sweeter.
Okay, but he's
you know
super
what?
pure, and
Okay,
that is not true.
so
Both
I would
sides
have-
are proven, Tony.
you
I
know-
have the purest blood.
Kyle, I would have Kyle's blood for dinner and Zell's for dessert. So take that as you will.
Let's
take that
move
as you
on,
will.
shall we?
I'm just
Sounds
saying.
good. No one on my Aryan thing? Okay.
I'm just saying I don't want a tier list of whose blood we're drinking on this because
I think
that's a
okay, so-
conversation I don't like getting tagged on.
You're already here, motherfucker. Oh man, but yeah. So, see, Zell said that's all they needed. The pickle weasels. That's
Also,
secret.
Tony, it's way no, you're definitely correct because Chris's would be sweeter, more like a dessert, and mine would have that
Also, hear me
the
out.
richness to it though.
Yeah.
Future podcast, future tier list idea. Dictator ranking.
Dictator ranking.
Yes.
Well, if I'm the best American, don't I just win?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Come on, don't you guys
Kyle,
want to have a long
like-
drawn out discussion about?
Come on,
Hitler
You know
on
I
this
got
one?
some context. We can get you over here.
So do you actually want to do dictator ranking?
I'm being
Oh.
mostly sarcastic.
Okay, because like they have it.
I'll do it.
Why am I surprised? Oh Jesus H Christ! Why did I say this?
Like I'm not gonna make us do it,
Make
But-
it go away.
but
I
I'm
don't
just
know,
saying.
like any of them.
I know like a few of them.
I don't know any of the African ones, and I don't know if that makes me racist or normal.
No, you just don't care about them because
I'm just,
That makes me
I'm just saying they have it.
There are a few I know on there, a few I don't. So
I'm
Meh.
gonna stop talking and yeah.
I mean, the ones I like, if I don't know that dictator, obviously they're bad. So
Hmm.
Hear me out. Let's talk about something else. I don't know what. I'm assuming
All right.
Tony has something.
I do. So in the past, we have done Pokemon tier lists, but we have never done a tier list of all of the baby starters compared to each other.
have we not?
No,
I thought we did.
I mean, technically we have, just not all at once.
not all at once.
oh no.
Okay, why are they out of order?
Yeah, I don't know why they're out of order, so I'm gonna put these in
All
order
right.
real
So
fast.
there's one that's first in that order, and it's Mudkip, and Mudkip goes first.
I'm gonna put them in
Okay, well, we have
generational
to
order
talk
first.
about
Generation order, please.
Yeah.
Also, why the fuck is Pikachu there? Get him out.
Pikachu and Eevee
Pokemon
are on the
Yellow.
list
What the
because
fuck? Eevee,
uh,
I'll
That's fine.
accept.
They
They're-
are starters.
they're-
starters.
Yellow.
Pokemon Let's Go
Yeah.
too as well.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yellow.
Pikachu.
Pikachu goes on the list.
Do I have to bring back?
Pikachu
because-
and Eevee, I think belong.
Okay,
on
but
the
I'm going
list.
to have to bring back the still a better mascot than Pikachu joke.
Doesn't matter. Pokemon Yellow, he was a starter. What?
Yeah.
Literally the like OG.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay, but hear me out. Yellow man bad.
let's talk about this. Sobble was a
I don't
starter,
care
and
if he sucks,
Sobble,
it's-
Sobble bad.
Sobble is good. The rest of them aren't.
I mean, that's fair.
Here's the thing. None of the Gen 8 starters are worth a dime. Bobble included.
Is Trico so out of the way? Alright. So, I didn't do these, like, in correct typing order, it looks like. Oh, actually, I should just fix this. Looks like they go grass, fire, water, everywhere else. Alright. So, Pikachu and Eevee are... I would say they actually are considered
That's not the order that
starters.
the Pokeballs
They
are.
are.
Okay, so hear me out. Pikachu D tier, Eevee S tier.
Eevee is like one of the coolest Pokemon. In
So,
any
the issue,
regard.
though, if we're judging this as a starter Pokemon, in the game that is a starter, it cannot evolve.
Oh.
Here's the thing, though. It's still better than Pikachu.
So-
What about the Umbreon and Espeon? They are technically also starters.
In what
What?
game?
Coliseum.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
so
fair.
we're doing, like, mainline.
And
Okay.
technically,
Like-
Eevee evolves in XE Gale of Darkness.
Mainline.
Mainline.
But even still, Eevee is better than Pikachu because it learns all the elemental moves. And I'm sure Pikachu does too, but Pikachu...
They both do. So, to me, they're exactly the same.
Okay, but come on. Let's all be honest.
They're both unnatural monsters and belong to
Even like, I'd rather have a non-evolving Eevee than a non-evolving Pikachu.
Yeah, that's...
I'm just saying that, like, to me,
Yeah.
they're both the same. I would probably put them both as
Now,
starters.
If I saw a Pikachu, I'd try to kill it with a broom. If I saw an Eevee, I'd pick it up and kill everybody in the room if it got hurt.
There. As starters, I'd probably put them both at, like, C. For starters.
Okay, but hear me out. Eevee at S,
Mhm.
Pikachu at D.
No way.
No.
Eevee deserves S.
No,
Alright, Pikachu,
it's-
put where
No.
you want. Eevee,
Eevee
No.
does
As-
deserve S.
As a starter Pokemon, not as a
it
Pokemon.
deserves S.
It is definitely not an S.
It's definitely no.
Here's the
I
thing.
mean, okay,
You can't have it both ways.
You know
can't judge it in Let's Go Eevee because in Let's Go Eevee, it was actually competitively viable.
It wasn't competitively viable.
Yes, it was.
No, it
Ow.
wasn't.
It got a bunch of bonuses and shit.
But like it wasn't like in the top tier of like competitive play. They were actually
but
partner.
Pikachu was?
Partner Pokemon
No,
are
we're
banned.
saying both of them are
Yeah.
like what?
I said they're both C.
Yeah.
I'm not saying one's greater than the other at all.
Eevee is S. I will continue fighting this battle.
I mean, I'll
Both
put
C.
Eevee in B, but Pikachu in D. How about that?
yeah, Eevee
I think
has
they're
to be
both
above
okay.
Pikachu.
So let's average B and D out and put them both in C.
I'm saying both C as
Eevee
well.
above Pikachu or...
All right, fine. We'll put them both in C, but I'll put Eevee before Pikachu.
No. Eevee on a different level than Pikachu. Pikachu in D.
Yeah, different level. Look at that horizontally.
Yeah, they're different horizontals. So they're different columns.
Okay.
But now that the most
Can we just put all three Kantos in S and move on? Let's be honest.
I do want to talk about them at the very least, but yeah. So
Squirtle is clearly the best one.
I'll be honest. I love Squirtle, but I love Anime Bulbasaur more than all three.
The
So-
Squirtle Squad.
this is one thing that we can actually talk about the order of them too, like in which
Yeah.
order they go. What order do all three go? All right. So how about this?
Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur.
Who is number 3 of these in your guys' mind?
Bulbasaur.
Like the
Charmander.
bronze medal?
Charmander.
Charmander.
So that's 3 for
Fuck.
Charmander.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like, all right, which is the best?
Squirtle.
I can't decide. You know what? Squirtle.
I'll go Bulbasaur.
I'm probably Bulbasaur, but like that equals 2 and 2.
You know what? I'd be good as long as Charmander is third. I don't care which order the first two go in because I like them equally.
That's Squirtle Squad. Andy's a turtle,
Okay,
Tony.
but Ash's Bulbasaur is like.
You know what?
MVP.
Fine. I'll put Squirtle 1, and then I'll put Bulbasaur 2.
Ball victories,
I-
that's all I need.
I generally think they're great.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw a compilation of all the cute moments of anime Bulbasaur, and that kind of might be swaying me, but like, I like Ash's Bulbasaur.
So
Alright,
there
yeah.
are certain Pokemon that I do fear for later in this list.
Wait,
Um,
Charmander's going in S?
Yeah,
I
Charmander's
still
the
think
weakest of
it's
the three, but it's still leagues ahead
I
of
still
Ash
think
to
it's
start on
like
this list.
an S tier.
I would think it's like an A, maybe.
No, Charmander's good.
Kyle, where would you put it? Is that where you would put Charmander?
Gave me Squirtle, so yes.
Well, I mean, like if you generally like no, like this is like I if you think it's A, then that would be like half the people putting in an A.
I don't think all three of them. Well, I don't even think.
Yeah,
Two of them belong
Charmander
in
is
S.
S. I don't think it's a debate.
But Venus was really good. Are we counting their evolutions? Or just
These are babies. We're just doing the babies.
babies.
Yeah,
Charmander's the weakest by far.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still like him in S.
I think he's S.
Unless we're doing this competitively. And
No,
even
like
then-
it's your this again for like how we used to do it. It's your own criteria. Like you guys are talking about
Yeah, I think
anime.
Charmander does.
I honestly was more referring to like how they played in the games.
Can I just move
um,
on so I can start
yeah.
shitting all over Chikorita? That's what I want to do. All right.
All right, we'll go to Chikorita.
What? No. You can't
Yeah,
shit on Chikorita.
I like
Chikorita is
Chikorita.
C.
I think
I like
Chikorita is
Chikorita.
like in.
Chikorita's my favorite of the gen, followed by Cyndaquil with a.
What do you mean, Totodile? Look
Totodile's
Totodile's
amazing.
best.
how happy he is.
Totodile's the worst of the gen.
Wow.
Get outta here.
Out of the babies, I think it goes Totodile, Cyndaquil, Chikorita probably.
I
Same.
agree.
Steve.
To be fair though, Chikorita is adorable. I actually love Gen 2 starters as well.
I don't actually
Yeah.
think Chikorita's all that cute.
I think
to
it
be
is.
perfectly
It
honest.
is cute. Look at it.
Chikorita's great. He's the best.
So Chikorita, I think is
C for Chikorita.
I think it's like A tier.
You can't put Eevee in C and have Chikorita in A.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You shouldn't.
And he just
though.
did.
I did. So
You shouldn't, because then this tier list would be even bad.
I'm down for it.
So again, like we already passed it, but as a starter, like Eevee
Wanna go
and
water fighter
Pikachu
grass
are
and
way
everything,
lower than any like a lot of these.
It doesn't
on
make
this
any
list.
sense though, because you're not judging the rest of them on competitive viability, but you're judging those two on competitive viability.
I'm
Well,
not
then-
judging them on competitive viability.
That was your argument that you brought up, though.
No, you guys brought that up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, Colin, you were the one that brought competitive
You
viability
were.
up.
Got this list. Travesty.
I'm just saying, like, you brought it up and then I squashed it because they're both banned in
Yeah.
Let's Go's competitive scene
I
anyway.
can't believe Eevee isn't C. I'm sorry. I just can't believe you guys hate Eevee.
It's not about hating Eevee. It's about how good it is as, like, a starter. And
Could we,
Eevee and Pikachu... Like,
Yeah,
to
no,
be
well,
honest,
yeah.
Pikachu... I know there's a lot of hate for Pikachu, but Pikachu was a starter in 2 games, and Eevee was 1.
Yeah.
Like,
Technically
Pikachu...
two.
Sorry?
Technically 2, because X-Steel Gale of Darkness.
That's not a mainline series
Neither
game.
is Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu.
I would
Come
argue that
on.
it is, at this
No,
point.
they're not. They're
Everyone
Pokemon-
considers
They're
it...
Pokemon Go spin-offs, let's be honest here.
They sold pretty goddamn well.
Yeah, so did X-Steel Gale of
I'm,
Darkness.
Not
I'm
really.
pretty sure they're mainline.
It was on
Also,
the GameCube.
Pikachu is still part of Yellow, which is
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Pikachu is still part of Yellow, so at the very least, Pikachu belongs in the list. Eevee is hit or miss.
I still think they're both monsters and should stay back.
You guys are sick, man. You guys need help.
Blast.
We need help? Okay.
So can we get my boy Chikorita?
I
in A tier?
am putting... I think Chikorita is an A tier.
Okay, good.
I think
Okay.
Totodile's ahead
Okay.
of her.
I was gonna say, is Totodile an S? Because I kind of want Totodile.
We're on
No.
Chikorita right now. But, alright, I'm A tier. Steve, where are you?
On Chikorita?
Yeah.
I'd want him an S, but I know you guys aren't
You
gonna
can
go for
say
that.
S if you want, because we'll just
S
balance
then.
it out.
S then.
Colin?
C.
Kyle.
Hey,
So I'm gonna say that it balances out to about A. It's like high, it's like low A, high B. So I'm gonna say that's A. Chikorita, I'm sorry, Cyndaquil to me is another A.
Yep.
I like
Cyndaquil's A.
Cyndaquil probably
Yeah.
above Chikorita, like we were
Yeah,
saying before.
Cyndaquil high A.
Totodile.
Totodile's the best.
I put
Totodile.
Totodile in S.
I'd put Totodile in D.
Okay.
I really don't
let's
like
straight, Let's
Totodile.
just straight vote.
It-
Totodile
that's
S
what.
for me.
So I'm putting S. Kyle, I think is S, right?
S, yeah.
And
So that's 3 S's
Steve
and a
said
D.
B, or D, whatever Steve said.
I
D,
think that
I said,
balances
yeah.
out the high A.
Why? Okay, so I would like to know though, Steve, what you don't like about Totodile.
What I don't like about Totodile?
Yes.
Do you want to just talk about base form, or do you want to talk about all the forms?
No, these are just the babies.
Okay, yeah. I don't really like his base form that well. Like, I think Cyndaquil is honestly like a much better shot in the games. Chikorita also, I feel like works better against the normal gym. Even
Well,
like,
the normal gym, theoretically, all of them would do this exact same at. None of them have like a distinct
Like I
advantage.
said, if you're using
not
your-
necessarily
if you're
because
using your starter
Chikorita
against-
is
if you're
more
using your starter
defensive.
against Whitney, you're not doing it Whitney, right?
again more.
Yeah, I mean, like I
Um,
understand what you're saying, but
like-
realistically, for like a casual playthrough,
Yeah,
all three are going to do the same against Whitney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd actually.
I
and
personally
also,
like the look of the other two better as well. I will say that.
I actually think all three are amazingly cute, and I generally
Totodile's
like
blue,
all
and
three.
he's the best one.
Yeah, Totodile is blue and he bites and he's cute.
All right, so Totodile was voted on as an S tier. See, like up until Gen 4, I would probably put all of them in A and S tier.
Wait,
I
no.
hate
I really disagree with that.
Steve, we had 3 S's and 1 D. All right.
That's why I'm just saying, like, I personally would. I'm not. I'm not just dragging them up into S tier because we're voting on it. But I'm just saying that I generally love all of the baby starters up until before Gen 5.
I also like to point out then for Eevee should be higher then because we did have 2 S's for Eevee.
I said D.
Tony, where were you on Eevee?
Probably. I said C, and that's why it's in C.
Yeah.
Okay, but a C and a D and 2 S's should make it at least B.
Yeah, based on that logic, right? Like,
if you guys really are,
we are.
All right, then I'm also moving Pikachu up to B.
Yeah, I'll live with that.
Yeah, but like,
Gross.
Like,
I generally think they're both C.
Well, if it was just your opinions, it wouldn't be a voting system.
That's why I said I think that they're both C. I didn't say that. I literally just moved it into B. If you were watching, I don't know if you are.
All right, let's move on to Hoenn. I think we'll all find more agreeable.
Tony.
So I heard you liked Mudkips.
So we're going with Trico first. We're going to keep Trico. I think is another solid A tier.
Trico's in trash.
Trico's A tier.
Oh, I hate him.
You don't like Trico?
I hate Trico. I have literally never taken Trico.
You know,
he's nice.
No matter how many times I play the gen, I'll never take Trico.
The thing is, to me, he's just Snivy, right? Like, there's 2 of him.
But
he's better Snivy.
Yeah, he is better Snivy. He's the better one, but there's 2 of them.
Yeah, but he was the first one.
I disagree with that, but whatever.
What's Snivy?
It's later on.
Gen 5.
Is the thing beside the penguin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Trico's an A tier. That's where my
I have a Trico in A.
Steve?
I'd put him like B. So A, I guess, works out. Then.
Lower.
Well, Kyle, what do you vote? You got 2 A's, a B. What do you vote?
C.
Do you say C? Kyle?
Yes.
Okay,
C.
sorry.
Yeah.
I heard like maybe C very quietly, and then I didn't.
Alright, so we got 2 A's, a B, and a C. I think that averages out to B.
That's probably about right.
Yeah, about right.
It's like a high B, though.
All right, so Torchic. Torchic is
S tier.
S for me. I love Torchic.
100p.
Okay, that's 3 S's.
Firefighting.
So.
It was the first one. They can get away with
There's
that.
stuff fighting it.
And yeah, it's true. It's just a baby form.
This was the baby form, and it's just pure fire.
And Mudkip is also S, Steve.
Yeah, Mudkip is S, I would argue.
Well, I'll put it in A. But yeah.
I like Mudkips.
Mudkip is
Mudkip
top of
A?
S because I like Mudkips.
Oh, wait, so we actually have to do this. So I apologize. Totodile compared to Kanto Stardews.
Last one.
Yeah, behind Torchic.
Okay. And Torchic compared to Kanto Stardews.
Behind Charmander.
I'm okay the way it is right now.
In front of Charmander. I'd take it.
I put it in front of Charmander, too.
Really? I put it behind Charmander, but that's just me.
Yeah. Slot in front of Charmander for now. In Mudkip, I don't know if it should be an S or an A. Because
S.
It is good.
I was gonna say A.
That's 2 S's and 2 A's, so... Coin flip?
Wait.
Discretion.
Mudkip 2S, 2A's?
Yes.
Technically, 2 S's would drag it slightly above A.
Incorrect.
That's not true.
It would be
exactly
The 2 A's
even.
Like slightly under the rest.
again if we're counting D as a
Fucking
0,
logic.
right?
Well, yeah, but it would be...
Christ.
Okay,
Like-
but it would be 8.5, which rounds up to S.
Round.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It would be exactly between the two. in this world. Yeah, let's talk about it. See if anyone can sway someone else's opinion.
I mean,
I think it's fine to
on
go above
Mudkip?
Cyndaquil.
it's Mudkip cute. What else?
I
do you
think
need?
he can
Tony.
be the guardian of A tier, and I'm okay with that.
Tony, I know you like Mudkips.
I do enjoy
I've
Mudkips.
heard you like them.
Yeah, I watched
I don't
10
think it
hours of
belongs
them
to the other
before.
ones.
Yes.
But my comparisons are the other water types in S tier. I think Mudkip is a little bit lower.
Correct.
I don't think it's as good as Totodile.
I think it's better than Totodile. Also,
Yeah.
if we're talking like just gameplay wise, Mudkip is either good or neutral against every gym up until the last one, up until water. Because he's good against Roxanne, neutral against Brawly, gets ground type against Watson, super effective against Flannery, neutral against Norman, neutral against Winona, and both the
Is it
psychics
ground
are
level
partially
one?
rock type.
No.
Didn't think so.
Yeah,
It's
so
water.
off the bat, it's pure water. It doesn't get ground typing
Until it evolves.
Until it evolves. Yeah.
Someone's been fudging the fucking numbers at Colin.
Oh, this is all subjective. You fucking dicks.
Yeah, like,
I'm allowed to use what metrics I like. All right.
Just saying.
I think it's a solid A tier. Like,
Some
I think
people like
I would put it.
Pokemon.
I'd put it above Cyndaquil in A tier.
I agree.
I'd put it ahead of Totodile. I'm not changing my vote.
Usually, I think we round down, though. To be fair, on the tier list.
That is the D&D rules to round down.
So we're gonna put it top A then, I guess. Turtwig. I like Turtwig. Turtwig, the baby form, is adorable.
D. It's literally just worse Bulbasaur.
Turtwig's great.
Turtwig's worse
I think it's better
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Turtwig's great.
I'm sorry. I vote D.
Okay, come on. Okay, like his whole thing is he's like kind of a, folklore thing.
The turtle. But not a good
Exactly.
turtle like Squirtle.
Yeah.
He's a bad turtle.
No,
like
he's a
bad
good turtle. Like he has a whole folklore thing with like the moving turtle islands and like that's his whole gimmick.
Okay, but hear me out. I don't care. Also, that's not him. That's Torterra.
Not just Torterra. That's like the whole line. The whole line is based on that.
I don't like.
Yeah, I like it
I
better
don't
than
like
Bulbasaur,
Turtwig. You
but I
guys
also don't
vote the way you
Bulbasaur
like.
that
I
much,
don't like it.
so-
Like
Turtwig to me is one of the best grass Pokemon. Like,
Turtwig to me is
starters.
one of the best starters, just in general.
It might be like as a baby form.
Yeah,
Dude, like I'm almost like S tier for Turtwig.
I hard locked Turtwig in Diamond and Pearl my first playthrough. Like,
I think I picked Piplup first because it's Penguin.
Yeah,
I did
Piplup. I will vote S tier.
Yeah.
But we're on
Yeah.
Turtwig, and I vote D tier.
what on Piplup you vote S tier?
Yeah.
Same. Penguin.
Piplup bad. Turtwig I vote S tier.
Okay, we're talking Turtwig. I vote D. What do you guys vote?
No,
S.
I'm gonna go S then.
Yeah,
Same.
Okay, so that's 3 S's.
that's
I'm
S.
also
Yep.
preparing all of my penguin emotes to shove in your chat.
Okay,
Tony.
so 3 S's and 1 D. That rounds down to an A.
Well, to be completely fair,
Like,
the
You're
last
being
time
bitter.
Yeah, this happened.
this happened before, and you actually said let's vote on it, and
Yeah.
it got into S. I don't remember who it was.
Fine.
but-
It was the fucking Totodile.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And where's Turtwig compared to these guys?
He's right where he is.
I almost want to put him. I think I.
I
Did I
I
just say I agree with Chad on this one?
what?
Look at Chad.
It's just a bunch of penguins.
Thank you.
I like him better than Charmander at least.
I think I honestly probably
What?
put him after Torchic.
Yeah, that's fair. That's where I want him.
All taking leave of your senses.
Turtwig's the best. He's like one of the best Pokemon. If I had my way, he'd be up with the other turtle.
I probably like. I don't think I'd put him that high.
Yeah.
But like I understand, and Colin saying to everyone taking leave of your senses, these are your opinions. So
I mean, yeah.
I would say try to respect everyone's opinions at the very least.
Yeah.
I acknowledge your opinions. I don't have to respect them. I acknowledge they exist.
It would be nice, like, for the rest of the podcast if you just tried to, you know?
Fair enough.
He's civil, you fuck.
Yeah. We're all friends here, and we're doing a fun thing.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I don't
Colin's
want
the imposter.
I was gonna say I don't want to get an exclamation point Colin going. So all right.
It's like, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll put exclamation
can.
for Colin, negative Nancy.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Hey, that
So-
was your nickname for a long time. I'm fucking around.
I was gonna say don't make up.
So are we
stuff, man.
gonna put Turtwig any higher? Because Steve and I seem to want to. Kyle, what are you thinking?
Twig? I like where he is.
Okay.
He's the boy.
I mean, Steve, we can leave where he is. It doesn't
Okay, that's
affect
fair,
me.
yeah.
He's an S tier, right? So,
Yeah.
Chimchar, I think, is a solid A tier.
I agree.
I vote C. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Monkey. I don't think he belongs in those C tiers. The C tiers, it looks.
C tier is
really-
very barren right now, and I
Yeah.
don't think Chimchar is a C tier.
Chimchar is.
Even
So-
C tier for that fucking pig that's coming up.
Okay, can we save D tier for the pig and leave Chimchar
yeah.
at C?
That too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Chimchar is a C. I don't think he's the worst. I just don't think
But
he's.
there's some shit that needs to go down there, and the
I think-
monkey
yeah.
doesn't go down there.
I just think that Chimchar is slightly below average.
I think he was the worst when he came out, by far.
Yes.
No, that's fair.
Like,
Like just comparing him to everything else that's already up there and his neighbor.
So
don't see it.
so I do vote A, but maybe he ends up in B.
Bottom of, I can
Um,
live with bottom of B. I could live with that.
yeah.
So I'm voting A. Kyle, where did you vote?
Hey.
A. Steve
Let's see.
and Colin C.
C.
All right, so I'm
I
gonna
can't
put
make
in
commands.
Sodom Baholo Trico
Sad.
then.
Yeah.
I thought I could in the mod review.
So
Right.
Piplup.
I'm voting Piplup A. I like Piplup a lot.
My
The pig is
one
this to me.
issue with Piplup is he really just felt underpowered compared to the other two.
He had a
he's
unique
doing
typing
his
though.
best.
Well, I mean, eventually.
Well, eventually he could become Water Steel, which is
Like-
still unique to my knowledge.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like early game, he
not
felt
Palkia.
really sort of just.
Is there another Water
lackluster.
Steel? Because Palkia is Water
trying-
Dragon.
I think there's one other water seal, but I can't think of it for the life of me.
It could be. Could just be blanking.
Never mind. Anyway, I don't know. I like Piplup. I am a fan of water types. I will admit that up front. I don't know.
Yeah, I do like it.
I
so-
have a soft spot in my heart for the Piplup line because it is the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100.
Jesus.
What?
I mean,
That
to be
late?
fair,
How old are
Turtwig
you?
was.
I wasn't much for grinding, man. I
Like your first Pokemon game or something? Like,
never.
Turtwig was
my
my
first
first
Pokemon
level
game was
100.
Leaf Green, man. Like,
Also, because my save battery died on my Pokemon Yellow, and I could not play anymore.
wait, Leaf Green.
yeah, Leaf Green. I didn't play your.
Remake?
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
play Red or Blue or Gold or Silver.
I played Crystal was my first. And then Fire Red, Leaf Green were my next.
Yeah. Yellow was my first. My save battery died, as I was saying.
Like, dude, I think I'm like 2 years younger than you, so I'm like,
Then Kyle, you're many years younger than Kyle.
What?
Yeah.
You're many years younger than me.
like.
That was
what
an
I'm-
old man.
Kyle, how old are you again?
I'm almost 30.
So he's
Well, there you go.
29. So and
Yeah.
Colin, you're 23.
Yeah, I'm 7 years younger than
So-
you, so I
Yeah.
don't feel like I should be judged for playing the remakes.
Also, I was just like, wow, like just.
It's for Kyle. You gotta give him a second because he is a little
My
bit
first
older.
level 100 was a
alright, don't-
Blastoise in Pokemon Blue. Okay.
You gotta give him a
So-
minute, okay?
Look, let's
Like
not
it,
age bash, all right? Come on.
that's why I'm like we're not age bashing, but it's like Kyle needs a second because for him he's like, wait, what the fuck? Everyone my age, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I am fat baby man. But anyway.
Zell said Kyle's just having an old man moment. Be nice.
Yeah.
Toxic.
Accurate though.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. So
Yeah.
sorry, Piplup. I heard S from Kyle, A from Colin,
S, yeah.
Steve.
see?
Wow.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
we're all over the map.
It's a penguin, Steve. Look.
All right,
look at the
all
rest
right,
of the
Tony,
shit
you're the
here.
deciding
Tony's
vote.
I
sick.
think
I'll
he's.
put him in B. I'll put him in B.
I think
How
he's
about
a.
that?
I think he's like a tweener between S and A, so it's really hard for me to place.
So I think We got an S, an A, and a B. So
I think we just put him in A because that equals
Yeah.
all three.
That
But
works.
I generally
Mudkip.
think he's top A with
I think
Mudkip.
I think he's either ahead or behind a Mudkip, whatever people are.
I had a Mudkip.
To make Kyle happy, sure.
He is
All right, so
Cancer.
this is where I'm gonna start to get critical.
Okay, I'm not going to defend the first two. I think Oshawott is low B. I have a soft
All
spot.
right,
I don't
so-
know any of these fucking
So
things.
Snivy,
He's rip-off Trico.
He is, and you can put him in
C,
C.
I already didn't like Trico. So.
C.
D.
I think Snivy is a C. I don't think he's the worst.
He's not
literally
to me.
Trico, but again.
yeah,
Oh, we
he's
hate
below
this
average
thing?
Trico. So
Perfect.
C.
Okay.
D.
I'm down for lowering it.
All right, I hear C. Colin C.
I'll take a C.
D. So we're putting him in C. Tepig. I think Tepig is the only one in this line that's not really horrible. The middle evolution is disgusting. I know we're not talking about it, but I just feel the need to bring it up.
Here's the thing, Bacon. Anyway,
I'm trying to think of what else I want in D tier.
I can
Get
see
those
several
lists.
things towards the end. I want.
Yeah.
That pig is in D tier.
There's a
I
frog,
think
I would actually
cat,
put- I
there's a
actually-
seal.
I actually think this is C.
There's
Still,
another
I would put
Mudkip.
Tepig. Like, so generally speaking, yet again, this might be a statement. I wouldn't put any of the starters in D tier.
Oh, I can think of several. I'd put
Um,
D there.
I'm just saying I wouldn't personally.
Well, this is starters on a starter tier list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
You know,
D tier doesn't necessarily mean they're bad, but it does mean...
Yeah,
No, but
we're
what I
going on a
mean is
curve.
that, like, I generally, yeah, I don't think.
I could live with Tepig and C because his starter design isn't the worst. It's actually when you remove it from the rest of it, it's actually cute.
Okay,
but,
so
like,
Steve,
What's up?
Tepig, where?
D.
Colin,
I'll say C. That'll be nice.
Kyle.
D.
All right, I'm gonna go C. So this balance out to C and D, and I think usually we go with the lower of the
round
two.
down.
So
Top of D then.
yeah, Oshawott. I'm not a big Oshawott fan.
I like Oshawott. If I could have an Oshawott stuffed animal, I would. I think it's pretty damn cute.
B tier, maybe?
I
Yeah,
think
B. I think bottom of B is fair. It's not the cutest
I would have
Pokemon.
said C, but okay.
I'm gonna go C as well.
Okay.
So B,
So-
C, C.
So is that two B's and two C's?
I
Yeah, I
guess.
think that's about
Yeah.
right.
So
So-
that
so
rounds
maybe-
down. Is it better than Snivy?
Yes, it's top of C by that logic because Snivy just barely made it into C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was too. Yeah. So Chespin.
I don't know what
Chespin.
the fuck this thing is.
It's the Gen 6 grass starter.
Okay, hot take. I think both Chespin and Fennekin belong in D.
I don't think it's D.
I'm sorry, Chespin. My problem with Chespin.
Chespin like is the only one that I'm not really. Chespin on this list is my least favorite of anything left on this list.
Chespin just
Really?
doesn't have
Yeah.
anything
There's
identifiable.
a weird
about
frog
it.
thing coming up.
Oh, you leave him
We'll
alone.
talk about Froakie when we get there, but Chespin I think is D. It's boring. And if Chespin is D, then Fennekin is D because it's the most lazy fox design I've ever seen.
I thought Fennekin was kind of cool.
Yeah, so we'll get to
Oh my
Fennekin when
God.
we get to Fennekin, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chespin is like CD to me.
What
I'm
was
having trouble.
Chespin supposed to be?
I think it's supposed to be an onion hedgehog. Am I right about that?
The
or
more I
no?
look at Chespin, the more like it
Fair
underwhelms
enough.
me compared to everything else.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Go
didn't
for it.
pick Chespin. Did any of you pick
No.
Chespin?
No.
I never
Okay.
even played the game. I haven't played anything past the penguin. And I didn't even beat the penguin game.
Oh, it's supposed to be a chestnut. I just got that. Chestnut hedgehog.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The hedgehog, actually?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it D?
It's
I think
D.
it's D.
Because like none of
This
us.
is the
really-
first one I'm voting for D, and I'm actually going to
Yeah.
vote for it as D.
Good fun.
Is it worse than Tepig?
Yes.
No.
Tepig's cute. Come on.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll put it
Yeah.
at the bottom. I don't actually have a problem with Fennekin.
I think Fennekin just bores the hell out of me.
Fennekin was not
Thanks.
firefighting. Thank God.
Yeah,
Okay, but if you have to go to the typing to find its first positive,
I think it's cute.
think
its
it's
starter design doesn't indicate anything about its later designs, and it's just
It's reddish, isn't it?
I think
generic.
I like Fennekin. I like Fennekin. I picked Fennekin. I'm gonna.
I think it's so generic, man. I'm sorry. Like I just don't.
I think I would go for B with Fennekin.
I vote D.
It's 2 Bs.
I'd put him in A, honestly. I really liked him.
Okay. So I think that's B.
I think that's B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A and D average out to like it.
Put that there, like in the middle of B. So Froakie.
It's time to delete the frog.
I love Froakie. So I am voting Froakie in S tier. I love me Froakie.
Why?
I love
I'm
him.
voting for
You think
D
he
tier.
goes with all those
D
other S
tier.
tiers, honestly?
tier.
Yes.
D tier.
D tier.
Oh, why do you guys not like Froakie so much?
Jesus.
It's
Look at this thing.
generic frog design. It's not.
I am literally basing them off of their look at the moment.
That's
Yeah.
true for Kyle.
So,
And
all I have.
Froakie is the one I chose, and I love Froakie.
I ditched it as soon as I could get the Kanto starter.
That's me.
To be fair, I'm gonna rate all 3 of these low. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
there's an
sorry.
L.
No, I'm not thinking about the. I thought he was one of the Gen.
Yeah.
8s.
No.
Sorry about that.
So 3 Ds, 1 S. So I think he ends up in C.
Yeah, I'll put him top C because of that.
All right, now onto a real S tier Pokemon.
no.
Rowlet?
Yes,
Mm.
Rowlet.
Eh.
If I had to have like a pet Pokemon, like not a Battler, but like a pet, I would have a Rowlet.
What? But there's an Eevee right there.
Yeah.
I'd have Rowlet.
There's an Eevee right there.
But I have Rowlet over here.
There's an
I would
Eevee right
probably
there.
have like if I had to have a pet Pokemon, it'd probably be like a Growlithe.
Oh, Growl, good boy.
Yeah, that's a very good way to get your house burned down.
Yeah,
Accurate though.
So
I would have my
I
little.
have insurance.
yeah.
I would have my little Sphere Owl, and I would be very happy.
I would have fire insurance if I own a Growlithe.
Yeah.
I hope you have fire insurance anyway, but
It's true, but or like any dog Pokemon would be like the one I would honestly like not I remember Rockruff not being very popular in this group, but I would probably have like a Rockruff too as a puppy.
I got my little brother a Rockruff stuffed animal. He
love
loved it so
Rockruff.
much.
Rockruff is one of the cutest puppy designs in the game to me.
But Rowlet S tier.
I'm not that high in Rowlet, I don't think.
Growlithe S tier?
Yes, I love him.
Yeah, Growlithe.
No, Rowlet.
no,
It's called
Rowlet.
Rowlet. Yeah. I was gonna say Kyle's saying Growlithe, and I also would put Growlithe. probably
I
in
also
S
would
tier.
put Growlithe in S tier, but he's not here right
I would
now.
too, but he's not here. Rowlet is, and I love him. So
I mean, he's
I'd probably
Colin.
put Rowlet in B tier.
It's an owl and it's kind of cute. I'd put it in B.
yeah, I'm voting like BC-ish.
so 1 S,
Maybe C
3
tier.
Ds, that's high B, I guess.
Yeah. I guess. Do we want to put it above Trico? I get because it did have an S vote.
I'm down for that.
I think I'm.
It has an S
yeah.
vote. So I heard a lot of hate for this little kitty coming up.
And you would be
It's
correct.
fucking hideous.
Delete
What
the
hell?
cat.
Why does everyone hate these guys?
Yeah, D tier.
D as in don't.
Why don't you?
This
like
whole
it?
gen, right?
I'll be
The
honest, guys.
versus-
Every single Pokemon remaining is a D for me. That's an auto D.
That's
Oh, the rabbit. I don't hate the rabbit.
I don't like the rabbit.
The rabbit was cool.
So like I almost feel like and you guys could deny it, but I feel like there's like the lack of nostalgia like thing for you guys for these, and that's like a huge part of why they're getting
I
ranked so
won't
low.
deny that's not part of it, but on the other
Um,
hand, I just voted Rowlet into S, so
I
I,
mean-
feel like I'm not totally devoid of that.
No, not
It's
fully.
also after 10 years you think their designs would get better and they're just not.
Yeah, they're getting lazier.
There are some that left that I think are really cool.
Okay, but we all seem, or at least 3 of us seem to agree on Litten, so let's start there.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are your votes on Litton?
D.
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 Okay, were those 3 Ds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer him over Rowlet, so I'd probably put him in A. So I think that brings him to what, like C?
Yeah, high C.
Okay. So
You put him
what?
that
the
would-
frog that you want.
Please. Oh wait. I'll put him. I'm gonna put Froakie over Litton. Actually.
Yeah.
I see.
Poplio.
I love Popplio.
Poplio, I'll say C. I don't hate it as much as
So
I hate
cute.
the others. It is
Little
cute,
nose.
and I like.
If we're just rating the first forms, yeah, he can go to C.
I can live with him in C.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why? He's an S tier to me. Popplio is the one I chose. In
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, Poplo is my favorite in Gen 7.
All right, so that's 3 C's and an S, so that's what, bottom of
I'm the
D?
only one that's positive on so many of these except Rowlet.
I mean, I wasn't positive on that whole game. I'm not gonna lie.
I loved Ultra Sun and Moon.
I liked regular Sun. I thought Ultra Sun could suck it.
Ultra Sun and Moon was so good, though.
Like,
They weren't, though.
Didn't they not even have gyms?
They took the interesting, complex narrative, family narrative of Sun and turned it into.
I found Sun and Moon kind of boring when I played through them.
I thought they had the charm. They had a charming personal story. Like
With who?
with Hao and Lily. They were.
Oh, I
your
hated
friends.
Lily. Lily was so boring.
I
The
like
first
Lily.
first game had so many cutscenes dedicated to Lily that I hated it.
Lily Pichu does her best, okay?
It's not Lily Pichu. If this was Lily Pichu, I would not be complaining.
Well, that's because Michael Reeves would keep popping in and tasting things, and that was entertaining.
But to just take a second to talk. Sun and Moon, the cutscenes were absolutely unbearable, dude.
I'm not gonna lie that they should have had a skip cutscene button, but I'll be honest. I found Sun charming. I found
Sun and Ultra was actually probably Ultra was really like the game that got me back into Pokemon.
Ultra was the game that got me out of Pokemon because I was so pissed because I enjoyed Sun and then I wanted to buy a different game and I didn't get one.
all right,
I got a worse version.
all right. So
S's and 3C's on Populo.
So I think
yeah,
that's like
it's
it's like
B.
B, top of
that's
B.
bottom
B,
of B,
B,
behind
yeah.
Pikachu.
What?
I don't care where it goes.
It got an S vote.
It does, yeah, but a 3C votes.
Didn't
S is the
didn't
only-
Rowlet
S
get
vote
like
takes-
3C votes and we put it
Tony,
to like the
S
top
vote
of?
takes it out of C, but it doesn't put it
No,
above
Rowlet got B
everything else.
votes.
Didn't Rowlet get like 3 C votes or something?
We can put it in A. I
I thought I
think.
said B for Rowlet, didn't I?
Yeah, people said B for Rowlet. That's why I was able to get it there. But Popplio is like mid B best.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Tony, do you have? Oh, whatever.
Do I have a what?
Never mind.
If it makes
what's
you happy, I'll put it below Rowlet.
It would make me happy. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about the monkey.
I love Grookey. Grookey
we
was
not-
the starter that I chose.
Can we not talk about the monkey? I don't like the monkey.
Did you play Sword and Shield?
No, but I watched you play Sword and Shield.
Okay. Did anyone else play Sword and Shield?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your starter?
My starter is the bunny.
Okay.
The bunny.
Score Bunny is
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
As babies, I think all three are amazing. They did something
Let's
that
not
like
talk about evolutions
yeah, no, we're just talking about the babies. These are the baby forms.
because they get fucking weird.
I think 2 out of 3 of them take directions that I really don't like. But one of them I was eventually able to like live with, and one of them is still very odd to me.
One of them should have been part fighting, but isn't.
I'm glad it's not part fighting.
Yeah, thanks.
Because that'd be another firefighting
Really? 'Cause
Pokemon.
Yeah,
didn't
I
get
would be
the-
rating it down if it was firefighting.
Really, because its entire moveset is firefighting, but it does not get the
I
stab
think-
from any
so, like,
fighting type moves.
So what I'm getting at is that prior to the games, Brecken, Paige, Mike, and I were all talking about what typings these starters would be, and I called that they would all be monotype, because we hadn't had pure monotype lines since Generation
Wait,
2.
did you do that on podcast? I think I was there.
Yeah, I probably did on the podcast. I didn't know for a fact if I said it on podcast, so I didn't want to claim I did. But if Kyle has memory of this, yeah, I called that monotype because it literally was 6 generations that they hadn't done monotype, and it was about time.
Well, they've done partial monotyping.
No, monotype throughout the entire line.
Yeah.
Well, that's boring.
I don't necessarily think that's boring.
I think it's interesting.
Because we need.
I will restate. I think it is boring.
Okay,
It may not
because
be
my
boring
big
enough.
thing is that dual typing was cool. I really like dual typing, but almost like everything is dual typing.
Everything is dual type now. Yeah.
That I think we do need way more monotype because I don't know the math of it, but like I really feel like generations like
Generation 5 introduced a shit ton of monotypes,
5
I
maybe
won't lie.
on were like all dual type, like so many dual typing like mons that like all like and this is also to be fair for like competitive scenes too, that like it's all cluttered with dual type Pokemon. Monotypes don't really get like a whole lot of love unless it's like maybe like a Reuniclus that like has a niche, like Giglith has a niche because it's a sand setter, like, you know, there are certain Pokemon that do, and like obviously like legendaries and VGC are different. But I don't know. I enjoyed that they were mono.
I'm sorry. And here's, you know what? I'm gonna be nicer because I don't hate these designs. Chespin is a bad design.
Yeah. So
These designs
Yeah.
are all C tiers to me. They're below average.
Yeah.
They're not terrible.
I don't
but
think
they're
they're below
below
average.
So to be fair, I'm gonna put the monkey in D tier, the Grookey in D tier.
Why Brookie and D tier?
Yeah,
Um,
Grookey C tier for me.
For me, the rationale is I have been voting honestly the lowest the whole time. I think.
Probably.
The rationale is I'm voting based on this is starters, right?
Yeah, they're the baby
Like-
forms.
So like, relatively to other starters, he's
He was so good.
one of the
He's a weaker design, Tony. I'm
yeah he's
sorry.
one of the weaker designed starters.
He's not
he's
the
less-
worst monkey, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
less
I think
interesting
he's
than Chimchar.
worse
That's
monkey.
that's my.
I think he's better than Chimchar design wise.
like
Yeah.
Chimchar at least has the
Chimchar
like,
came
the
like
little
3 years first, though.
I'm just saying that like we're comparing there are two monkeys and it's fair to compare them.
I think it's fair
Yeah,
to compare him, but I
Grookey.
think Chimchar is more visually interesting than just a green monkey with a twig in its hair. And that's just my opinion. I may be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, like these are all opinions. Grookey was my starter. S.
If you love him, that's fine. I love
Yeah.
Rowlet. You guys don't, but I think he's slightly below average, so I'm saying C.
Kyle,
Me? C tier.
Steve.
D tier.
All right, so then I think he's gonna go below. He's going to go in C tier, but I guess mid tier C. Maybe did Litton have any D tier votes?
Yeah.
I voted
Several.
for Litten D tier.
I think the kitten had a lot of D tier.
Yeah, I,
votes.
I,
Okay.
I voted for D.
So then,
Yeah.
because Froakie didn't get all D tier votes, right?
No.
Because
For
I
me.
gave it S, but then
You
like
gave
Yeah.
it S. Everybody else.
I think
gave D.
it was two C's and an S maybe.
I think
gave D
Grookey
for
is
sure.
actually above Froakie.
I don't think it is because I gave
It
him an
is,
S and
Tony, because we all gave Froakie D, and you
did
gave
you
it
all
S.
all three gave D for
Yes.
Froakie?
Yeah.
I think
Really?
so, yeah.
So
Huh.
I think
Same thing with the cat, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Grookey got 2 C's, whatever you gave it in a D. So
Okay.
all right, Score Bunny C. It's just kind of a boring bunny design.
I will put that in A. I'll put it in A.
Man, like
That's
I think
fair,
Squirt
dude.
Bunny's cool.
Yeah.
I think he's cool. He's a soccer player.
Yeah.
Oh, that ordered for me.
It's
Why?
a cool,
I hate soccer.
it's a cool like
He literally
it's so
has
an
like the
England
tape.
thing, you
He
know?
has like the tape on his nose of like a rugby player. So I guess
That's
he's like a
real
sports
sport.
player.
See, you just compare two completely different sports.
Both of them are sports.
Well, one of them's a real sport. The other
All right,
one's
so we have a C and A.
This is
Kyle,
a
what's
discussion
your-
for another day, I believe.
Kyle, what's your letter?
uh,
I said C. Steve said
In fact, I might even be willing to move him up to S. I
Oh,
really
I
like
like
him.
Squirt Bunny
Really?
a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Squirt Bunny is pretty cool. I'll go S
Like-
actually with Squirt Bunny then.
Yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah.
two S's, a C, and whatever Kyle says.
a B.
So it's A, I would say, right?
Bravo.
Yeah, it's
A, maybe he goes below everyone. No, he got 2 S votes though, right?
below Cyndaquil.
Okay. And then Sobble. Baby Sobble is the only one in this line that I think was cool.
It's just the worst mudkip.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tony. I'm going D on this one because it's just bad. It's bad
I'll,
Mudkip.
I'll put him to A. I'll put him to A. He's not great,
I
but
don't.
he is actually B. He's worse than Mudkip. I'm
He's
That's
sorry.
what
not-
I'm saying.
No,
B.
so
Yeah.
I'm saying
I
B.
think B is fair for him.
Like, yeah.
But
I'm
I
saying-
think I would probably rate him like A.
I'm saying B. So I think that averages out to mid bottom. B.
Bravo.
Yeah, I think he's B probably around Trico area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is a pretty solid list because this does show that like a lot of the early designs were the best because there's nothing. The only Pokemon from later than Gen 4 in A or S is Squirrel.
Yeah.
And some of us had reservations.
Yeah, and some of us weren't like super into that. And then from Generation 4 or before, there was no Pokemon below B tier. So that means that like at the first 4 generations, because you can kind of split because there's been 8, is that the first 4 gen like at their worst was the average of starters, and Gens 5 through 8 worst were the worst starters ever made.
Which I think goes to show that their original design philosophy was, at least in our opinion, better than
This
the current.
is why I get confused about a lot of people when they will make fun of say that Gen 1's designs were lazy and boring. And it's just like, I always feel
They
like,
existed before anything else. There's
that's what I mean,
to.
right? So, like, there was nothing really to compare him to unless you want to compare him to, like, I don't know, some other medium that, like, isn't...
And Digimon was second, so it didn't matter.
So, you're right, that's fair. So, like, early designs, like, I think...
It was solid.
And it's hard... So, like, another thing that, like, I don't blame Pokemon is that it's got to be hard to, like, keep coming up with new Pokemon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's...
We have 898 in the National Dex right now.
Too fucking many.
That's so many Pokemon.
Well, that's another discussion, but...
Like, is it too many? You know...
Yeah, just like there's too many people with 7.8 billion people in the world.
Okay, that's another...
No, this is another discussion for another time. But...
I agree.
Yeah, so, like, I generally think, like, this list is fine.
Need a better virus.
Oh my goodness, Kyle.
That's another...
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
And can I just say that everybody above Pikachu in B tier would be a better franchise mascot than Pikachu.
Wait, also, why aren't we talking about that? There was locks today.
What?
There was what?
Certain states locked in today. Why aren't we talking about that? Or yesterday, I guess.
Ours didn't, so...
I was gonna say, are we talking about politics or not? Because
I'm not done. We're not quite done with Pokemon.
yeah.
So we'll get there.
My question is there an evolved form version of this?
There is. I know that there is a final stage that I'll probably do next
the
week.
final stage is what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know if
about.
there's a mid-tier one, because the mid-tier one would probably be very interesting to
Really?
do.
I think the mid-tier one would be quick.
Yeah.
That's so that's interesting is a kind word to use.
Wow.
I think that there are only a few good middle stage evolutions, and like for starter Pokemon, and
Most of them were in Gen 1.
One of them's Wartortle.
Wartortle, Ivysaur are probably
Charmeleon.
like,
Yep.
yeah, like, and it's like, all right, let's just look at like the, yeah. Actually, I'm just looking through all the middle
Yeah,
stages
Wait,
of all
you
these
guys think
Pokemon.
they were
Right?
good? I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I'm just looking
Yeah,
at them
Wartortle's
thinking,
Bay.
nope.
Wartortle
nope,
and
nope.
Ivysaur?
good, very good.
Wartortle's Bay?
They were big. They were
I
good.
don't like Wartortle that much. I would probably put him low.
What?
I wouldn't put him. I think that he doesn't make much sense.
Okay, I have to
You
use
don't think
the bathroom
Wartortle makes
because,
sense?
Steve's
No,
comment just
he
made
doesn't
me
make a lot of
think
sense. Like when it looks when you look at the other two.
He does.
How does he make sense, Kyle? He has
The bigger
fluffy
turtle.
ears and a fluffy tail.
Yeah, he grew ears because, like, he's
I
two
would understand
in the
if you...
Blastoise. And he's a bigger turtle.
Okay, but like, okay, explain the fluffy ears and tail though, Kyle.
To make it adorable.
Okay, but that doesn't mean it fits,
It's
my
his
man.
weird teenager phase, okay? He grows hair.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That Pokemon takes the weird teenager phase a little too serious. Like you didn't have to.
You had to have the fancy do, okay, Tony?
Like,
I don't understand the
Like,
hate here.
I could understand if Wartortle had, like...
truthfully, I don't know how they would have done Wartortle like different. Like, I don't have
They
a good
wouldn't
answer.
have. He's perfect as he is. No body shaming.
Like I think so. I honestly think he's probably like an S tier, but to me, like Ivysaur is like the prime example of like the perfect middle evolution.
Yeah.
Just have him bloom.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like it makes sense. Like when I say
So
perfect, I
does
mean
the turtle.
logical. Kyle, I very much appreciate you and everything you stand for. That's all I'm gonna say. I think Totodile's middle Evo like makes sense actually.
The better crocodile. See,
yeah, it's just a bigger
the same
croc.
thing as Wartortle.
A lot of
It's the
them
better
like
turtle.
make sense. That's like if we do middle, like my criteria would be like design and like it doesn't make sense.
Charmeleon, just a better Lizard.
Charmeleon, like I probably wouldn't put in. Sorry, I wouldn't put an S. I don't think.
No, but it makes sense.
It like makes sense though. Like so like that.
Like, that's
There's
good.
some Pokemon like I also do. I think at one point want to like maybe like after we go through all of them, go through again, but like judging the entire line. Because I think that like a Pokemon like Rowlet to me gets super bonus points judging it in the entire line. And the reason I say that is because Rowlet is super duper unique. And by that, it goes from pure grass to grass flying to grass ghost.
Wait, what's Farfetch'd?
Farfetch, which one? There's a new Farfetch'd. Original OG Farfetch is just normal flying. Yeah. And then Galarian...
Does he get grass in the leak? I thought he got grass in the leak.
No, it's just he has a leak. And then Galarian Farfetch is fighting.
Oh. Which one's the one when he gets the sword and shield?
That's Surefetch. And he's just
Right.
pure fighting.
Yeah. That's fucking sick. Though.
Yeah,
Wait,
like,
does
no,
he get steel?
No, just pure fighting.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should get 3 typings.
Fighting, steel, and grass?
Fighting, steel, and flying.
Flying. Okay. Well, he's more grounded, because of the giant ass, like...
Yeah, but it'd be cool.
It would be cool. That'll be also some... Sorry, Steve, I feel like you're trying to say something I keep...
Has there ever been a Steel Ghost?
No.
Can there be?
Yeah, why not?
That'd
Why?
be cool. Like that'd be a cool typing.
There's no
I'm just
reason
thinking
for it
about it,
not
like-
to exist.
But how?
What do you mean?
But
So,
how?
it's just a possessed piece of...
Yeah.
It's a possessed appliance of some sort.
Ghost in the
Steel Ghost,
machine.
Isn't the keys that? Or is that a fairy?
No, that's Fairy Steel. The closest thing would be like a Rotom-esque, Steve, where like
Yeah. Like
it would be something under the same idea, I guess, right?
yeah.
I don't know, like a just some sort of metal appliance that like is like possessed.
Why did you say appliance?
Also, may I say, free the Rotom.
Sorry?
I'm not for the Rotom slavery that's going on in these new games.
Oh no, that's a big issue. Yeah, so at first I thought you were saying you don't like Rotom. I'm like, oh, I
No.
love Rotom as a concept. Like
No,
I
free to
love
Rotom.
that.
Free him.
Oh yeah, so it's bad. So Kyle, for the newer games, Rotom is more and more like used as like their technology. So what I mean by that, in Generation 7, Rotom is the Pokedex. Like there's a Rotom inside your Pokedex that talks to you.
I
What the
really
fuck?
didn't like that.
Yeah, so that was a weird part of the games. Like
That's-
I have
that's
no
a-
defense for that one.
What about the
It's-
OG Pokedex? How'd that thing work?
It's
That wrote
batteries.
up the whole time and no one fucking knew? Like, what?
Well,
That's
it,
like-
it gets a personality when it
Yeah.
has Rotom in it. So
I hate
I guess it was just batteries on the old one.
Like they are enslaving basically
Yeah, so-
a sentient Pokemon.
Rotoms are now like phones. They're bikes. They're it's like Steve's not wrong.
I hate this.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
bad.
hate this.
There are certain parts
Like-
of like Pokemon. If you think about it too much, it gets weird.
Free the Rotom.
It's turning into the Flintstones where they just poop in their fucking...
Yeah.
dinosaur.
Free the Rotom. If anybody else would like to join my movement, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
Like
I love Rotom. I think that like so the cool thing, just to take a second to talk about Rotom. I
Yeah.
love Rotom and like the different forms it has.
yeah, I
Like
love
that's cool. It's just like literally Rotom is possessing different appliances and can so it inherits different typings based off of that, which is really cool. I think that's like one of the cooler concepts that they came up with throughout.
Yeah.
Like it's not like technically like a branched evolution, but like
Yeah.
it's probably a lot cooler than a lot of the branch evolutions. Like, I view it way cooler than the Clamperl. Like,
Wow.
no offense to Clamperl, but Clamperl goes into Huntail Gorbis, or Gorbice, and I'm like, yeah, but like, look at Rotom.
I think
Like-
Clamperl's just a shitty shelter.
Oh, you're not
Could be
wrong.
wrong.
I'm
Like-
not gonna bow to you on that one.
I really love that whole quest line in Diamond and Pearl too for
Yeah.
Rotom. Rotom, like, I think he is one of my favorite Pokemon,
He's
and I just
good.
can't get them. He's up there with like the quasi Victini style legendaries, like
Yeah, I like him a
or
lot.
Zoroark, Victini. Like I
Yeah.
really liked those events in the DS.
Those are
era,
called
and
mythicals, for the most part.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't do them as much
No,
anymore.
they just don't, because it's a different era now.
Yeah.
They pretty much are just gonna let you get them for the most part. Like, they do different events and stuff. Like, Zeraora was a Gen 7 mythical, and you just got it through, like, codes.
Yeah,
Now you
like,
just give your
that's no
Pokemon
fun, though.
hella drugs.
No, it's not
That's
fun.
it's honestly no fun. Like
I agree. Yeah.
yeah, I liked like the Shaman's one of my favorite Pokemon. First of all, like
I think that, like, the creativity goes all the way back to, like, Celebi, right?
yeah, like Celebi. Okay, so even like the non-included Celebi event that got added to the remakes on the DS,
Yeah.
3DS
Mhm.
remakes.
Awesome.
Yeah, like that was a fucking great event.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
yeah, like, and it didn't take that much work to put it into the game. Probably, like, even now you could just push an update.
No, yeah, I'm with you. Like,
Yeah.
I think that, like, Pokemon's gotten way less creative over time. The only thing I don't judge them on is that, like, Pokemon designs not being as great. But, like, they still come up with a few bangers, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Like, I think that Corviknight is really cool. I know it's another steel flying, but, like, I think it's cooler than Skarmory.
I was really surprised by some of the Alolan types. Honestly,
Yeah, like, that's the thing they're doing, like, loan forms, you mean?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
so, like, I don't know how many of the Galarian forms you've looked at too, but some of them are really cool and some of them just aren't.
yeah. Like,
If you have seen Galarian Slowking, it's horrifying.
yes, I'm acutely aware of that.
That thing needs to burn.
I also really didn't like Galarian wheezing and coughing. I really don't
actually like them. Why don't you like them?
Because okay, with that concept that they're doing there, they could have done something much cooler, and that was make Beautifly a different color, essentially.
I have returned. What are we discussing?
We're still in the Pokemon world.
Because
Just talk about, like, different
what they were going
forms
for
and stuff.
was early century English smog.
Yeah.
And what that ended up doing was changing a certain type of butterfly from white to black because they blended in with the soot on the trees.
Okay.
So you
What
could have done it with
butterfly
Beautifly
was
so much better than you could have done it with Wheezing.
Yeah, I
Or
like
Venomoth.
Wheezing. I like Wheezing. Galarian Wheezing. I think I more like it because of, like, what it can do competitively in, like, 2v2 than, like, the design, though.
My question was, why wasn't there... So if we're doing England and Scotland and Ireland by association, right? Why wasn't there a Clover Pokemon?
The Clover Pokemon?
Yeah, like a luck-based Clover Pokemon.
That'd be interesting. I feel like that would, like, if it was, like, in a region, like, dedicated to Ireland, yeah.
Like, I would have done like a Pokemon that was like a Clover based that was like critical hits deal, like 10% more damage.
It probably just gets, like, Super Luck.
or super. Oh yeah, Super Luck would make more sense.
Yeah.
That
They
would-
could call it, they could, like, reform it to, like, to be called something more, like, but, like, that, like,
Yeah.
fits the theme better. But, like, it would
That's
just
the thing that
basically be
annoys
Super
me.
Luck.
Like, there were so many different ideas that they didn't do, and England has a lot of good ideas, like local color. Like there's the and I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, the Q Sith, and I know I pronounced that wrong. It might be the QC or whatever. It's basically a ghost dog.
Oh, okay.
And like have you seen Harry Potter? You know you had the idea of the Grim. That's basically that.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that was the legendary, though.
No,
sort
okay.
of.
And I'll be perfectly honest. I think the legendaries for Sword and Shield sucked balls.
They're alright. Alright is all I'll give them.
Yeah.
Like as much as I like Dog with Sword, that's a Dark Souls boss, and Dog with Shield was Abomination, and Eternatus was not a Pokemon, but
Yeah, Kyle kept calling it Nocturne, the League of Legends character, I believe.
I would have called it an Ultra Beast because I don't believe the Ultra Beast are Pokemon either.
Well, like, so technically no.
What's up with Nocturne?
Oh, sorry. You remember, and when I was playing Pokemon, the one Pokemon you kept calling Nocturne?
Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was saying that you had called it.
There's a skin for Nocturne to look like him.
That is very interesting. Huh. That's an unholy abomination of two worlds mixing Pokemon
What
and
did
League
you
of
do?
Legends.
Oh no.
But yeah, so sorry, just to wrap up Glare and Wheezing. Yeah, the design could have been better.
Yeah.
I like the top hats, just because I like hats. I think hats are cute on certain
Yeah.
Pokemon. Honestly, they could have done completely different design for Glare and Wheezing. I wouldn't care. I
Yeah.
just like its ability.
Like,
Also, like, one of the things that also annoys me is I think it would have been a good place to put a more traditional European style dragon that we didn't get.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. There's like European style dragon. They're like the fossils were bad. Why the hell
Carl's
was
a fucking savage.
like
Ice
for
Cube?
Galarian Wheezing, I don't.
I
play
like so the
competitively
fossils
generally,
actually
so,
do make sense to England though.
I
But no, I'm saying they don't look like Pokemon. They just don't look like Pokemon. I mean,
I do think they look like Pokemon, but like that's, I guess,
I
opinion
have
again.
played the game. I don't know. I didn't get all that far in it yet. Like I've been playing through it slowly over quarantine. So I don't have the fossils yet.
Yeah, so like, but the fossils are based off of like the archaeologist races in England, where
yes, they misalign parts sometimes.
Yeah.
I understand I understand, and that's the thing. Some of these things I like the backstories and hate the designs. Other ones I hate I like the designs and hate the backstories.
Yeah, that's fair. It is hard to. I like them. I think they're very sad looking. They're kind of one of the darker things they've ever done to Pokemon.
I don't like that. I think Copperajah looks like crap. The Ice Cube Penguin should have been scrapped.
Copperajah's okay.
Mr. Fish.
Like
yeah, Mr. Fish is that's Dracovish. I love Mr. Fish.
I love Mr. Fish.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr.
But
Fish.
like,
yes, thank you, Mr. Fish.
the design I hate the most, and the reason I will not buy that game is the Ice Cube Penguin, because that's not a Pokemon or Digimon. It's just a bad design that should have been scrapped at the table, and it wasn't, and it made it all the way to the base game.
Ice Cube's not so bad.
It's so bad. I just don't.
It's not my favorite design ever, but like I don't.
I did like Tony. You're entitled to your opinion, and if you can get past it, I'm glad, because it means you can get enjoyment that I'm not getting. I dislike it so much. I'm probably not buying another Pokemon game if that's the direction the design is going.
That's interesting. I more bought this game for competitive, anyway, than I did for.
And I like competitive. Don't get me wrong. But the designs have to look like Pokemon to me. I have to look at this thing and think Pokemon. And if I look at it and think 5-year-old's drawing of an Ice Cube themed penguin, I can't. I don't care about the random number generator. You understand? It's like the same reason people care about sports. You know, they want to know the person putting out the numbers. If that makes sense.
No,
like,
I follow sports, so like I get what you're saying.
Like, you know, you don't want a nameless, faceless dude that puts out great numbers. You want a personality. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, you want, you know.
Sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know.
I like numbers.
Sometimes I'd be like, I don't know. For the teams that like I root for, I would be perfectly happy with a nameless, faceless dude who has amazing stats.
And that's fair.
If he carries, like, this is traditional sports, and I don't feel the same for Pokemon, but and like traditional like sports, I would say that yeah, like if you're like a hard carry on a team or something, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. You don't have to have a personality. If you're on a baseball team and you hit 50 home runs a season, I don't give a fuck what you talk like.
I don't know. I have to be.
You could be a brick.
Picture. When it comes to like Pokemon, I have to be able to picture having this thing in like you know, in real life almost. Like I have to be able to picture standing next to this thing.
I actually don't.
Job.
That is interesting. Like how you picture Pokemon, because I don't think like I ever picture Pokemon in real life.
I don't know. I was a very lonely kid. I grew up and like I rooted for my Pokemon when I was playing with them, and that still hasn't gone away for me. I still I get emotionally attached. That's why I don't do Nuzlocke.
Completely fair. Oh yeah, Nuzlocke would not be fun for you then.
Yeah,
it's why I had trouble doing my Nuzlocke run. I was just like,
you just have to be very careful.
Yeah,
and I'm not.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I think like Pokemon, like It's not getting better, but I still enjoy it. There probably will be a day where, like, I mean, like, I left Pokemon once before. Generation 5, like, Colin, I know you're a big fan of Generation 5, but Generation 5, Black and White, killed everything in Pokemon for me. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. In hindsight, the games aren't that bad, but, like, for me, going from, like, the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum to that, like, it was just like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like, I did the same thing.
I don't. Black and White 2 is apparently, like, a very good game.
Black and White 2, like, I will
Black and
never
White,
defend.
never.
If you hate Black and White, I will never defend them because they are bad.
Black and White were so bad, I skipped Black and White 2.
And that's kind of what pisses me off about them, because Black and White 2 had the most content of any Pokemon game I've ever played.
Yeah, Black and White 2, in hindsight, looking at it, it's just like, it looks like it had so much, and it's like, why couldn't you do that for Black and White?
And that's the other thing I love about it. They realized their mistake for once. For once in the Pokemon franchise, they realized what they fucked up on and corrected it. Like, it was the last gasp of that of the original creative team, and then they moved to the 3D team, and it just hasn't been the same.
Yeah, I mean, like, their sprites had their own.
I like I like this. I miss the sprites.
Some Pokemon were way better in sprites. There are plenty of Pokemon I think that look really cool in 3D though.
You know, are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe.
What?
I just realized Eunice's name is Suicune backwards, and I'm upset with myself.
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
Steve.
I'm sitting here, I'm playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver while we're all talking.
And you just saw it?
Yeah, I just saw it. I saw them written next to each other. I was like,
oh,
fuck.
No. I'm not going to laugh, but like, oh shit. Oh, man. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just unlucky. I would love to do a legendary tier list if I could find one. That would be a good one. I was
gonna suggest that, yeah.
Because I'm curious to see, like, and like, I guess spoiler alert, I love Generation 2, like, and like I feel like maybe that's not the most popular gen.
Gen 2 is a hell of an OS.
Gen 2, I will say this: its legendaries felt the most connected to its region.
I got you, Kyle.
Like, I believe that Gen 2's legendaries inhabited Johto.
Is Gen 2 an operating system? And I just don't understand this.
Yeah, Gen 2 is an operating system.
Oh, Gen 2. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I say it as Gen 2, because I don't know shit.
Because you're wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You are so American.
Colin, what were you saying?
Exactly.
I think Gen 2's legendaries fit the region, their region the best.
Community
Like, they
country
felt
safe.
they had like a very clear connected history.
Yeah.
Like, they felt like they inhabited their region, unlike a lot of other legendaries.
I think that, and this might be like bold to say, but past Gen 3, I think legendaries didn't really always fit.
No, they didn't.
I'm glad that's not like a thing where I'm getting booed out of the room.
Gen 3 was
I really liked the
and
Sinnoh
other one,
legendaries.
right?
I thought they fit with the way the region was designed.
Yeah, they're close.
I disagree in that I liked legendaries being elemental. I don't like them being cosmological, if that makes sense. I don't like them being the gods of time and space. I don't mind them being the god of fire and earth.
That's when sense. It power creep comes in.
Well,
and
that's a good way to put it. It's like,
this one's literally God, and guess what? My fucking Rattata is gonna kill it.
Right, yeah. Like, it's just like, it's like literally we got to the point where a Pokemon is labeled God now.
Or let's not talk about Gen 6 and the fucking giant crystal super weapon.
The thing I liked about Gen 4 was Arceus is technically God, yes, but if you think about it, that's not necessarily God of the mainline universe.
It's implied though, even if it's not directly stated or even like only
because
implied.
Hold on, did you play through the events? Because in some of the later Gen 4 events, What's it? There is
The Azure Flute, right?
yes, I believe the
The problem
not
is, though,
the one in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Yeah, you mean the Runes of Alpha.
Yeah, the Runes of Alpha.
Here's my problem, Steve. Those seem less like canon events and just more like they had to invent the storyline to give you a thing.
In which you create another universe.
Yeah, I don't.
But
that's again, that's weird cosmological.
Okay, but if you look at where the Pokemon franchise went after that,
it sucked.
It's interesting in context. That's all I'm saying.
Because my one thing about, to just go back to like the legendaries of Sinnoh, I almost think that you could have applied them to different regions.
Yeah. They didn't feel like they lived in Sinnoh. That's just where you.
It's because it was just like an area of the world that worshipped them, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And so yeah, go ahead.
And especially, even the only ones that felt uniquely the region were the Lake Trio, and the Lake Trio.
Yeah, I'll say Lake Trio makes sense for that.
The Lake Trio makes sense, but they weren't that special.
I was going to say they're to me they could have had one of them, and the other two didn't need to exist.
Or they should have looked a little more different, maybe different typings or different abilities.
Something different.
Not just stat changes and color differences.
Yeah, really. Did not.
Yeah.
I think that it was not very creative.
And then Cresselia and Darkrai, again, they don't feel like they lived in Sinnoh.
No, they don't. They don't feel like they lived in Sinnoh, but they're cool.
They are. I will admit
those are good. Those are good.
Those could have honestly very easily been the mainline legendaries of the series.
Would have been fine. I would have been okay with that.
They missed an opportunity there to have, because then you have a much more clear, dichotomy.
Man, I think that, and maybe this is just me, but I think the World of Dreams and Nightmares would have made such a fun game. If it was just based off of those two.
Yeah.
Also, I will also say Regigigas feels very out of place in Sinnoh. I always felt that.
All the Regis.
A lot of the Regis are hard to .
Well, the Regis, especially with the new fucking DLC, I'm dumbfounded by. But
I did.
Regieleki and Regidrago are interesting. They
I think it should have been. They're not physical things though. They're not physical elemental
I don't.
Stable elements.
I can't explain them.
They're not like Tony. My problem with them, they're not solids.
What?
If that makes any sense, I think the next two should have been if you had to do more Regis, and I didn't think they should. But if you had to do two more,
wait, there are more Regis?
Yeah, they added Regieleki and Regidrago.
And I don't understand.
An electric type and a dragon type.
I want to be dead.
Yeah,
they didn't need more Regis. They didn't.
We didn't need them because the whole point was that there were only 3, but also the dragon and electric are not solid.
I didn't think that
you can carve a golem out.
I didn't think that they made the most sense.
I could have
done maybe
they could have done a wooden one.
Yeah, so would that have been wooden, maybe grass type?
Yeah, wooden
if they did
would
the
be
Regis as they did the fucking evolve stones.
And
that's where they came from.
That would have
been cool.
So you're saying a water stone, a water one, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can see a water.
Well, then there would have to be a electric Regis.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that would have been.
You know what would have been a really cool idea?
I think that's
What's
cool,
up?
Kyle, actually.
Yeah.
What if you evolved them with they each had 3 branching forms: a steel fire, steel water, and steel electric, rock water, rock fire, and rock electric.
Oh, Jesus.
Ice fire, ice water, and ice electric.
That'd be interesting.
Been, combine them with something. I think one of the things I think Pokemon needs to embrace going forward is different forms. Galarian, evolution.
I loved Alolan and Galarian forms. I think that whoever's idea was that, it's they're so smart because they're just reusing old Pokemon that we have nostalgia for and giving it a
that's
rework.
A much easier, yeah.
And they're cool, and a lot of them are cool. Some of them are horrifying. Don't look up Galarian Slowking if you don't know.
I already have. I don't know what.
Several of them are horrifying.
Galarian Slowking is really horrifying. Oh my god! Alolan Vulpix, Alolan Ninetales.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn, those
That
are
was-
such great
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I also can I just say I loved Alolan Sandshrew was an
Alolan
I
Sandshrew
love
and Alolan
that. Yeah,
Sandslash
Sandshrew,
also
Sandslash is
absolutely awesome. I
Yeah.
generally think they're both awesome.
The
I
Cubone
personally
Yeah, Alolan
love
Sandslash.
Alolan Muck.
Yeah.
Alolan Muck to me is cool. It's
Yeah.
like oil slicks.
Yeah, that's like I didn't like it at first, and it grew on me a lot more than I thought it would, to be honest.
It to me because so the coloration from what I understand is like representative
The
of
fucking
like
rainbow.
oil slicks. Like,
yeah, it's an oil slick.
yeah.
To be fair though, I
Okay.
think they should have done maybe black with like
Yeah.
Also,
like,
colors isn't
That's
really
good.
the thing that I'm
Oh.
judging
I-
off of, but
I
like,
understand.
Why not, Tony?
oh, Kyle, I hate to be like this.
Yeah, like
Uh,
to me, it's just so like the physical look of the thing is just so off-putting. Like I understand that it's kind of a cool lore thing.
Who,
but,
Muck?
like, yeah, Alolan
Muck's
Muck,
adorable.
But
I
spell it
Yeah. No,
backwards,
no,
Steven.
Alolan Muck.
Yeah,
Alolan Muck.
he's
Here's the
adorable.
thing. I respect people that don't like it. I personally do like it.
I like him.
Like
I think he just wants hugs.
I understand it's supposed to look like a mess, but it looks like a mess.
He might
Yeah.
be a bit smelly.
and that's fair. That's totally fair.
So, but like, keep in mind though,
All I can
Muck-
say is
you could
thank
have
you,
Muck
pineapple juice.
or Alolan Muck, or you could have Garbodor.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
Look how great Muck and Alolan Muck look compared to Garbodor.
correct.
I mean,
I'll take Muck, but I
I
won't
was
take
gonna say,
Alolan Muck
my
over
pick
Garbodor.
would be a better Pokemon than Garbodor.
I like Muck way more.
I'm down for Muck.
I like Standard Muck more. I do not like Alolan
I
Muck
like
more.
Alolan Muck, but yeah,
Also,
obviously,
Muck's typing.
Yeah,
Poison
Muck is poison,
Dark. Is
but the
it?
thing is, it's a much better poison dark than Drapion. Like,
Oh, like
so much
Drapion's.
yeah.
We could just get rid of Drapion and no one would really care that much. I don't think.
The
Like-
thing is, I loved Drapion when it came out, and then I got annoyed when it really didn't end up looking that much like a Scorpion.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's cool. The baby was actually kind of cool looking.
Yeah, like Skorupi, I liked, and I liked Drapion at first, and then I realized, it really doesn't look like a Scorpion.
It's
It's
not
kind of
what-
a weird. It looks like a purple and black accordion.
Why is
thing.
it on two legs?
Like,
Yeah,
it's just confusing. So,
like I'm trying to think more alone forms. There are some that are hit or miss. Like I
Okay,
remember
I'll be
you.
honest.
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
think Alolan Executor
I
was
I
good.
actually love him.
I
It's
loved
fucking
it.
stupid as
He's
shit.
so,
It's
Kyle,
the worst.
you
It's
are
stupid as
right.
shit, and I
He's
loved it.
stupid,
It's the worst.
and he's a dragon, and I love it.
I understand that in fucking Gen 1 they did lay the groundwork for that fucking thing.
I love it. So
I love it,
sometimes something so stupid, I love it. And Alone Executor is a great example
It's a
of
good.
that.
It's a good joke. I'm sorry. It's a great joke.
So there's a scene in Gen 7's anime that it's a normal Executor and a lone Executor next to each other, and the normal Executor looks up and tries jumping to look taller next to the Alone Executor. So like just little bits like that, I'm like, I love it. You got me. You got me. I'm the demographic for this Pokemon. I know.
Water
Also,
burn,
it's-
that's all.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, actually though, it's not weak to fire.
That's just because you're not using that fire.
Also, I will
I'm
say,
sorry. I just mean that like actually,
I know.
Lone Executor
I know
doesn't
what
carry the
you
fire.
as
weakness.
useless as Alolan, Diglett, and Dugtrio are, I also think it was hilarious that they
Funny.
just gave them hair.
It is
Oh my
funny.
God, that was stupid.
That one is
It
stupid
was-
and like could go without,
Yeah,
but like I think
that
it's
one
funny.
is stupid. Rattata is stupid. Meowth and Persian are the most stupid. But
Dude, I hate the forms that
Yeah,
they've been
that-
giving me out. Gen 8
I-
sucks too.
Persian should have been like a panther type thing. Instead, it was fat.
That'd have been neat. Yeah.
Like they could have. So like if you describing a dark type Persian, I'm like, oh shit, could be cool. I'm picturing
Right?
like
should've.
maybe like longer nails and like it's like more like just bad
Longer, like
looking,
sleeker.
right? And they gave it a giant ass Garfield head.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't. Yeah, no.
And Berserker, not great either. Don't like Berserker.
We're not going to talk about Persian.
No, not great. That's a Gen 8 one that can go.
I'll be
Um,
honest. I also think they missed their opportunity in Alola. I think you could have done an interesting Alolan versions of Totodile, Chikorita, and Cyndaquil. That's my view. Like,
Interesting.
I think they should have done Alolan starters since the first gen got the megas.
I don't think we needed another chance to get the Gen 1s again.
I
That quickly?
almost think though that I
No,
I don't
that's
think
why
I
said Gen
want
2.
alternate forms of the starters.
No, yeah, that's fair. They're supposed to be so rare anyway.
Yeah, so that's almost why I'm like, I just would like that. Like, I think that design-wise, like, if we're just, like, strictly speaking of that, I think there could be some really cool designs made from them.
Yeah.
But
User joined your channel.
I think I generally
Take
think that...
Blastoise.
Yeah, like, stuff like that
Yeah.
could be really cool, but I generally think that where they are is, like, I think...
Also, I'll
Fine.
say this: if I could have
Hey,
had,
Ryan.
What?
Did Ryan join us?
Yes, Ryan.
Yes,
is
I
doing
did.
this.
There it is.
Hello, friends.
Oh, well.
Just make them.
But anyway, if I had a wish list though, if I could have had one line Alolanized and I didn't have to care about the animators or the workers, I would have killed to see Alolan Eevee and all 8 evolutions get
Oh, they would hate you.
reimagined. They'd kill me.
I now understand why you preface that. They
Yeah.
would absolutely hate you.
They would kill me. But imagine
They would
what
quit
cool,
on the spot.
Like, things we could get out of them.
So, I almost... Oh, Kyle has redeemed 3 quacks.
Oh God. No, 6.
Oh, no, he keeps...
Oh
Oh, my
God,
God.
it's 9.
It's 9. It's 12.
Oh God, it's 12.
It's 15. Okay. It's a lot more.
Oh my God.
So
What
many
did he
more.
do?
It's not just him. Colin joined in.
I joined it.
I put in 22. Got it.
Someone make sure he gets enough oxygen.
Yeah. 22 plus my 3, right?
25.
I'm just staring at him. Like,
Menacingly.
I did the
I
first
still-
3 already.
I still have a lot of points.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Huh.
So is Sudowoodo considered a mythical?
No.
No.
Not with that
They're garbage.
attitude.
Because you can only get him once, though.
On-fly.
But he can breed, I guess.
I mean, but wouldn't that mean Snorlax is? Oh, sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying. So Snorlax isn't, but like
Neither of them are mythicals. Snorlax
Yeah.
can breed too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can breed them with
that
insects.
that was my point. That you can breed them, so I guess that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my
I lost
God.
count somewhere along the way.
I think you're like 21.
You know, Kyle, I got an idea for next stream. At the beginning, just dump all your points in the quacks.
I can't, you'll die.
No. I'm saying next podcast, and
Oh,
then the
God, he's already
podcast
dying.
is just
Yeah, there we go.
quacks.
Dude, that's hard to do 25 quacks.
That's beautiful, Tony, thank you.
That was...
And Steve, that was a 10th of the quacks that I have.
Yeah, no, he could kill me.
I know. I'm just saying, make him quack for 6 hours.
I would
Oh.
prefer not to.
I don't want to kill Tony.
Thank you, Kyle.
I mean, what you prefer and how many points we have is completely up to us.
yeah. You're
I've
not wrong.
got 7.8k just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have at least 5k.
I mean, I just dumped 10. That's,
yeah, Kyle dumped 10 and didn't even notice.
yeah, I still have 100k.
Kyle could actually just kill me.
Yeah. How'd
Um,
he die? Well, he died via quacking. What?
Yeah,
quacking?
he-
Yet
he
he
Died as
Correct.
you lived.
He
Some
died.
asshole Canadian made me quack fucking 1,000 times.
Mm.
Make the cookies already. It's okay.
You know,
Are you
eventually...
abusing Nicole to make cookies?
Okay. No, Nicole, you know those like sugar cookies that are like they have like images on them?
I love them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we love them. She made some last night and like she finished all of them already and she's like questioning whether or not she wants to make more.
Make more of them,
and she keeps
Nicole.
questioning like, make more.
My tax rate is 10%.
See, here's the thing. You can only make more if you shove something in the mic.
Just fuel the addiction. It doesn't matter. The cookies. It's not crack.
I'm
So-
just saying, Ryan. My tax rate is 10%.
Oh,
For any
apparently,
cookies I hear
Steve's tax
about.
rate is 10%, so you owe him some cookies.
Tell her, could she make gluten-free, dairy-free cookies?
Tony wants
What?
to know if you can make gluten-free, dairy-free cookies.
What's the point?
I would like
Oh,
them.
man.
What do you get? Like,
Or,
what's
hear
left?
me out. Feed them
What's
poison.
left?
You-
What's
you
left?
use
That's so
replacement stuff.
toxic.
I don't
It's
know.
toxic.
Apparently,
I don't know
according
what
to
gluten
Nicole,
is
she
except
can
it's
bake them for you,
flour
Tony.
cookies.
I would love them.
He said he would love them.
Just remember, 10%.
Yeah, Ryan, you gotta stuff some into the mic. Come on, man.
Yum,
Like,
yum, 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 yum.
Oh,
I
she
get-
says that her famous oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, she's pretty sure she can make. She just needs to figure out how to, what she would need and substitute with.
It's
I-
written into.
I can
Wait.
help.
I was gonna say, don't oats have gluten?
Yeah.
Do oats have gluten?
Yeah,
They're-
Are
you
they
have
not
to get-
exactly
grain.
gluten?
I think you have to get gluten-free oats.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's a thing.
Yeah, they're.
You can't.
I
they
thought they
exist.
were literally gluten. I thought, isn't that
Yeah,
literally
that's why I'm
gluten is?
surprised. I thought grain was just gluten. So
Yeah.
It is,
No,
but they make
um,
substitutes.
Yeah, gluten-free
okay.
oats are also like they're genetically modified to be gluten-free, if I understand correctly.
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. No, they legitimately. So like, to just and maybe we'll wrap up the podcast soon. But yeah, no, like they have replacement like everything pretty much.
Yeah.
Because as someone who has celiacs and has a dairy allergy, yeah, there's a replacement pretty much of everything. Not all the replacements are good. But they have
I've had
replacements.
the dairy-free milk before. That was good.
Depends on which one. Like almond milk, delicious. Almond milk.
No, it wasn't that though. It was just like normal milk.
I
It's
really
lactose-free.
don't like almond milk.
I actually like So have you ever had the dark chocolate almond milk?
Well, now hold up. That's a thing.
Yes.
That's not that, but that's not milk. That's chocolate with milk. in it.
I haven't had that.
It's
no.
delicious. Dark chocolate almond milk. Silk makes it.
Are you even supposed to refrigerate?
Yeah, no, that brand
Oh,
is
I'm gonna have to
good.
try
that
that.
brand is good.
Yeah,
I
I drank.
actually
So
like better than
just
milk.
for example, I drank that before I had the dairy allergy.
What's
Like-
the lifespan of almond milk?
I-
Like about the same for normal.
I'll be
milk, I
honest.
think,
See, I'll be
probably.
honest.
Maybe
and
longer.
Like
Yeah, it
I
has
feel
to be
so
longer.
bad.
Probably way
because-
longer actually,
Yeah.
right?
I
Yeah,
said
because
way
it's
longer.
just water
right?
and almond.
Yeah.
Pretty much
I don't
all it
know.
is.
I will say this: you'll live
Oh, but
longer
it's
than me
separate,
because
right?
I love dairy so much, but it's so bad.
Bro, I
for you
miss
in the
dairy
long
so
run.
much.
Like
I miss it.
it's like
I don't think you
I
quite
should stop-
understand how
I
little
know
I
I
care about my body.
Like
Yeah,
the biggest part about dairy and gluten that sucks, it's not even the not having it, it's just the convenience of them. They're so fucking convenient to be able to have.
Yeah.
Like, you know how convenient it is to be a cheeseburger wherever you go? I have
Yeah.
to be like, unless they do like gluten-free buns, like I have to be like just the patty.
Yeah.
ouch.
Or like, yeah.
At least you're not one of those people
You
who
get
are
the
like
fries.
have to order everything very specific. You're just like, yeah, I just want a patty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
At least Wendy's will give it to you like a lettuce wrap.
I was gonna say if you're willing to wrap it in lettuce, I'd be happy. It's about as good as it gets. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Five Guys actually. So like, I almost challenge you guys once to try this. Get like your normal Five Guys burger, but wrapped in lettuce. It's actually fucking amazing still.
I think the bacon I get on it would destroy the lettuce.
It's close.
I like bread.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah, I also like bread.
yeah, I'm just saying that like if you ever have the opportunity to like and you just want something different to
I
try.
do, but I like bread.
Well, Kyle, I don't think you're very experimental with.
I'm not.
Yeah. So
That's
this was
delightful.
more to like a Steve or maybe a Ryan that like they might be willing to try.
Oh,
something
absolutely.
different one
I
time.
love gluten-free stuff. My stepsister has it.
That's the one oh Duolingo, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm doing my German.
I currently have a 70-day streak going.
I'm on like 60 something. Yeah.
Yeah, I have not missed a day
Oh,
since I started it.
I have had to
So-
use a couple of food freezes, but they were like all last week because I.
Tony.
Yes.
According to Nicole, uncontaminated oats are actually gluten-free.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Because I know I've made oatmeal-based products with my granny before, but I didn't know because she had gluten-free ones, so I didn't know like the process in getting them. Like I didn't know if she bought them specific, like what.
No, I mean it's easy enough for us to just go find stuff. It's,
Yeah.
We have no issues.
Once this is all over, we're having a party and we're making all of the food.
Dude, it still upsets me to this day that my fucking 4th of July party was cock-blocked by COVID.
I was so sad to not be
Don't
able to
bring
go
it
to
up,
that.
man.
Parents weren't going to be around. There was a shit of alcohol going to be bought. I'm really glad I didn't buy all that alcohol.
Imagine,
The
well,
other
you would have been
infuriating
through it
thing-
probably by now.
You know,
Yeah.
the other infuriating thing is now with hindsight being 2020, we know we wouldn't have gotten COVID from that 4th of July part.
No, but like there was
Like-
no way all of us were getting together though
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like if it actually, well, stuff's starting to peak again. So
that's the thing.
Yeah,
and now we're not
like-
stupid enough to try it again this time.
yeah.
And
Sure.
like, unless they get, something good working by January, I'm not doing New Year's.
No, I
Yeah.
almost think that like again and not to be negative, Nancy, but I probably wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I
Like-
would like. It's not that I don't. I miss the fuck out of you guys. Like I really
Yeah.
do. But like, it's just for safety of the people around me.
No, I got you. Like,
Yeah,
makes
absolutely.
sense.
I mean, what Biden just addressed the nation. I don't know if you guys.
No,
Awareness,
we're
yeah.
podcasting.
Yeah, I saw it.
He just said that starting on January 21st, he's going to have, I think, 4 or 5 experts help lead.
You
Excellent.
cut out for me after
Yeah,
lead.
Ryan, you've cut completely
Help lead
out.
the
Sorry,
transition.
hold up. Yeah. So what? Now that the mic is in my face, what he said is that he's going to contact like 4 or 5 like major, I guess, biology, I guess scientists or whatever, just people who know what they're talking about when it comes to COVID, and then figure out a plan. But January 21st, I'm like, well, that's refreshing.
Shouldn't that have been
Yeah.
like January 21st of this
Last
year?
year,
No,
there
well,
was
no.
a different
Yeah.
person leading the
Yeah.
country that.
And
And they
then
also said
some
January
will be.
20th. It's because
Um,
January 20th he's going to be sending out a bunch of executive orders reversing a lot of Trump's executive orders.
Kyle,
Good.
let me put it another way. If I'm here and you're here, then who's driving the ship?
Yeah. Also, 66 is my day streak, by the way.
Oh, nice. It's 3 away from being nice, actually.
Duolingo
There was a
gets
part
mad
of me
at
that wanted to freeze it at 69, just
Just leave it there
because.
forever?
Yeah.
Do I have enough points for that?
Oh, I have so many points, Kyle.
The
How many points
closest
does it
he
take
got
to
a
freeze?
message from Duolingo about
Like
voting,
200
or
a day.
Duolingo
Nice.
will be angry.
Oh,
Kyle, I have a
That's
few
hard.
thousand.
I
saved
tell
up.
her not to piss
Yeah.
off the owl.
Screenshot
Killed
it.
my
I was so
family.
taken.
I'll have 1,100 points.
How many do I have?
Ravioli, do not piss off the.
The owl will
Yeah, I
come
was
for
gonna
your
say,
soul.
Ryan, you might want to work on that one a little bit.
I don't even know. I don't even notice the owl, to be honest.
I have. Let's see. How do you
You
tell how
guys
many
actually
points
like?
you have?
I'm asking this legit. Do you actually take that like semi seriously?
Yes.
Take what semi-seriously.
I mean,
Duolingo.
I can read Spanish
I
pretty well
was.
because of them. I'm just trash. at
I'm learning
speaking it.
Japanese and I do take it very seriously.
I'm doing German.
I have 3,900 points, Kyle.
Like the points or like the XP?
Like the stuff to buy streak freezes and
Oh
stuff.
shit, okay. Damn.
Yeah, I never bought the streak freezes.
I've never had to.
I've used a few of them.
I'm currently in Sapphire League.
I'm in Ruby.
Is that one up from that, or is that 2? Because I pretty
wow.
much only do like 2 lessons a day at this point.
If you click on the little shield thing, if you're on your phone, you click on the little shield thing. It's like bronze, silver, gold, something blue, and then ruby.
Sapphire is the one I'm in, which is in the middle. So
Sure.
I'm one down then.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck it. I haven't moved on from. I haven't like. I should have been moved up from ruby
Yeah,
a while
I'm
ago if I
at
paid
yeah.
attention
I'm
to what
currently at
playing.
71 day streak.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you can also abuse the fuck out of the XP system, on mobile.
Can you?
Wait, they have non-mobile?
I didn't know they didn't have mobile.
I was doing it on PC for the first like month.
Oh,
Really?
I didn't even know they did that.
There's a website, right? So it doesn't take your. So you don't have to worry about that fucking like heart thing. So if you fuck up, it doesn't matter.
Mm.
Which is honestly the better way to do it because then you don't cheat as much
Yeah.
and like hover words. You just remember or you get it wrong and then you just learn after that.
My thing is, I'm good at like knowing what the sentence means. Like I have good Spanish comprehension. It just comes to when I can spell it and when I can speak it. I am trash.
Yeah, I'm way better at looking at a thing and knowing what it says than I am.
Yeah, reading's a lot easier.
Yeah,
than anything
reading's
else.
so much easier than, like my pronunciation's getting better, but like, yeah. Anyways,
I never played on speaking yet.
that's fair. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the podcast mainly because I have to use the bathroom.
Reasonable.
So, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you everyone for being on. This was episode 356 of Background Noise. Catch you guys next week with some more background noise. Can we get some of those sweet little baby pickle weasels in chat?
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, from our sweet
am I logged
babies.
in?
I
Everyone
am
get
not
them
at my
in
desk.
there. Get them in there. Look at them.
Easy
Beautiful.
jabs. Throwing some of those.
All right.
Throwing some of these.
Yeah, get some
Throwing
in
some of
there.
Saikunos.
Just get them in there. I want to see you. Oh,
Let's
perfect.
get it.
With the pickle weasels. Look at them. Beautiful. All right,
Wait,
guys.
did you
Thank
say
you
you were
again
adding
for being on.
Saikunos?
And we are out of here. Peace.